has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Early voting is off to a fast start ahead of the May 19th primary elections here in Georgia. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger gives an update today.
We have our online data hub, and we're at 129,737 right now as we're speaking. But it's been record turnout across the state.
He expects about 70 to 75% of Georgians to vote early. Early voting continues through May 15th. Election day in Georgia is May 19th. As we head into election season, the Postal Workers Union is looking to rally support behind voting by mail. Here's a report all new at 3 o'clock.
Despite some recent rumblings casting doubt on the security of mail-in voting, Charles Broughton, president of the Georgia chapter of the American Postal Workers Union, says it's a safe option for casting a ballot.
I know the postal workers recognize mail-in ballots, and they make sure they're given priority when the ballots come in. Make sure they get to their destination.
Here in Georgia, voters can cast their ballots by mail for any reason. And data from the Secretary of State's office shows more than 240,000 Georgians voted by mail in the 2024 election. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The Homeland Security shutdown is finally over. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports the funding battle started back in mid-February.
After weeks of inaction, the longest federal agency funding lapse in history ended in mere seconds without a roll call.
All those in favor say aye.
By a voice vote, the House cleared a bill the Senate passed more than a month ago, funding all aspects of the Department of Homeland Security except for immigration enforcement. That will be dealt with separately, using the reconciliation process that Democrats can't block with a Senate filibuster. It could see tens of billions more dollars going to ICE and the Border Patrol.
The man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner will remain locked up. In court today, Cole Allen waives his right to challenge his detention before his trial. The 31-year-old from California was allegedly armed with a shotgun, pistol, and knives when he raced toward the Hilton Ballroom where President Trump was seated Saturday night. Gas prices are going from bad to worse across the country.
We are now up to $4.35 a gallon. That's the highest level since July of 2022. We're only 16 cents a gallon away now from that $4.50 a gallon mark.
Gas Buddy's Patrick Tahan says this will continue as long as there's no resolution to the stalemate in the Strait of Hormuz. Gas prices in Georgia today average almost $3.76 a gallon. That's up more than a nickel since yesterday. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Well, Bill, they cleared up the crash that was in the right lane, 285 northbound, the outer loop at I-20, exit 46, but they didn't see the stall that was in the backup. That one's still in the right lane on 285 north. That's why the ride is still pretty slow back toward I-675. Now, if you're traveling on 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side, it's all brake lights as well from South Atlanta Road down to I-20, getting to the work zone. No better northbound on the inner loop with those delays starting north of Highway 166, Langford Parkway up to I-20. If you're traveling on 85 north out of DeKalb in Gwinnett County, that ride's starting to fill in from 285 up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard. 75 northbound waves of volume between Marietta and Kennesaw. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy and drying out for today. High 74. Cloudy but cool for tonight. Lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds. High 72. Rain showers return late Friday evening. Widespread rain showers for early Saturday morning.
Right now, it's 74 in Brookhaven, 70 in Fayetteville, and 69 in Kennesaw. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Live, I guess from the heart of Midtown. Is that where we are, Jared Yamamoto?
It sure is.
It's the Von Hessler Doctrine. Von Hessler not in today, so you get the Doctrinaire Doctrine. I am not the lead Doctrinaire. I'm just one of the Doctrinaires. Tim Andrews. Also, Autumn Fisher is with us. Man behind the glass, George Clark. And, of course, Jared Yamamoto. Jared, how are you?
I am feeling fantastic, man. Just saw Brad Raffensperger leave the studio here.
Yeah. All the luminaries this week. We had Rick Jackson on Tuesday on Eric Erickson's show.
Sure did.
Tomorrow, I believe it's Chris Carr.
That's right.
So he's getting all the GOP candidates. And then on May 11th, I believe, Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones.
That's right. So he'll be here vying for the governor.
You know me, that I'll be in here trying to get a photo with some of these political movers and shakers. I got one with Brad Raffensperger. I did my Trump impression for him. I said,
nice.
I said, you got to find me those ballots, Brad. And he goes, you got a good sense of humor. Today on the show, we've got some good stuff for you. Are we still giving away the Coral Reefer Band tickets?
Sure are.
So listen for that. And in the 5 o'clock hour, of course, it's a grand for gas, your chance to win $1,000 in gas.
I need that now. I wish I was eligible to get that.
Well, you can't.
Yeah, it's
You're
ridiculous.
not that far from work, so your drive isn't too bad.
It's not too bad, but man, every time I fill up my little Jeep, it's like $55 now. It's a lot. Like, I mean, for
How much is a normal tank? Because I feel like mine is pretty small, and I fill up for like $40.
Mine is about 50.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I have an
50 is
Altima.
normal.
George rode his bike today.
I did.
Smart.
What a great day for you to ride your bike. You won't get berated by the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You're going to smell.
Well, at least I'm cornered off in this room.
That's true.
We should all start riding our bikes to work. Do you imagine 285, 85, 75 would be great.
Oh, we could take away a lane of traffic and make it a designated bike lane.
Complete highways.
Yes.
I have a little motorized scooter. I rode it to Michael's the other day.
What did you get at Michael's that you could bring back on a scooter?
Oh, like yarn.
I commend you for not wasting gasoline to get.
I know. So silly. But
You
still.
own this, or did you just see it
No, I
laying
own it.
somewhere? You own a little scooter?
Yeah, I got it as a gift from Joe.
Oh, did you get a DUI sometime? You need this little...
No, that's not it. No,
Okay,
that's
no.
not why.
Okay.
I can definitely drive. It's not
All
a big
right.
deal. If you want me to drive right now, I can, and I would. And
Okay.
if I want to, I will. But
Go
I don't.
drive. Go drive. Do the show from your car to prove that you don't have a DUI. But down here in Georgia, where we are, Autumn exists in the ether. She just floats around, so she exists everywhere all at once.
On a scooter
Yes.
in the sky.
Yes, that's right. But no
Going
longer...
up to the scooter in the sky.
That's where you're going to go when you get a DUI.
DUI.
And so she can't vote here, but we can vote here. Have you voted yet, Jared?
I have not. I know early voting started on Monday, but I'm going to wait till May 19th on Tuesday. There's something about going in on Election Day.
You feel
know?
good going in on Election Day.
Yeah, I like it. I love the poll workers and in my new area that I moved to. They're so sweet and so nice. Like, come here, Shug. You want to do the ballot?
Poll workers.
My wife had the...
That's what I always think of when people say that.
What? I didn't hear it.
Poll worker. I was listening to somebody do like a financial audit thing.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I was a poll worker. And then I realized, oh, she worked like collecting votes or whatever.
Yes.
I was thinking she was a poll. She was working the poll.
She was a stripper?
No, she wasn't. That's the
Oh.
thing. I thought
No,
she
I know,
was.
but you
Anybody
thought
that
she-
says poll worker, that's what I think
Well,
of.
wouldn't somebody say I'm a stripper or an adult dancer?
Yes.
I know. It's,
Exotic
listen, you're
dancer.
right.
Exotic.
I'm the one that's
Right.
wrong.
There's nothing exotic. Unless they're wearing a leopard print outfit that they take off. Did you vote yet?
No.
So I'm the only one who voted. Now, I voted on Tuesday on the way to work. In and out. Boom. Like that.
I feel like that's the logical thing to do, but I'll be honest with you, Tim, especially on the gubernatorial side, I'm so undecided. I don't even know if I'm going to pick a Republican or Democratic ballot at this point.
Oh, boy. You're going to anger
I know. I'm going to get people
What's
upset.
wrong with Jared Yamamoto?
So we'll see.
What happened to my WSB?
Well, speaking of the GOP side of things, I think Eric Erickson, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, has been doing a really cool thing, having the main candidates for the GOP gubernatorial campaign, who are all vying against each other for that coveted runoff, because it's going to be a runoff.
Yeah.
But no, having them in here for a full hour to talk about their platforms, who they are as a candidate. And in case you missed any of that, just look for Eric's podcast. I don't know when it comes up. I asked him, and he didn't seem to know. Plus, he was busy getting out of here. So either later today or... No, he was. I mean, he's been...
I just liked him shooing you off. Yeah, I don't know, kid. Get out of here.
No.
Get out of my way.
But I did. I voted. You get plenty of time. I'm just not a big fan of this, 6-week lead up to what eventually is going to be a runoff for the governor race, maybe even for the Senate, but I highly doubt that. I'm not too concerned with the Senate because I don't think any of the candidates that are running right now can beat John Ossoff,
Yeah,
the incumbent who has a war chest.
Yeah, I mean, if the general election were tomorrow or were on May 19th, the general election, yeah, he would win as of right now. But, a lot can happen between now and then.
That's right, They could find out that he's, embezzled all this money, but he hasn't.
I feel like he's had such opportunity to really showcase himself. He's a young guy, and he could have
Pretty
been
boring.
Yeah, but he could have been more. I don't know. I don't want to say less boring, but he could have been more Georgia focused, in my opinion. He could have really showcased himself and put himself in a position to be in the 2028 category, like a lot of people thought when he first ran years ago, but. He has not done that.
A lot of people do say that, including Shelley Winter, and he has facts to back it up, is that Ossoff is very good with constituent services, which is, hey, I have a problem with something locally. they call his office and he kind of handles these things.
That is good because it does feel like you can like that's always the answer when you want something to change.
Yes.
It's like call your local representative and then nothing ever happens.
And he, being in the Senate and not being one of these outspoken people that tries to, aggrandize themselves like, say, Senator Warren out of Massachusetts, who's a celebrity on top of being a senator, making grandiose statements. He just goes every day and does the job. That's my opinion of him. As far as I don't really know, I assume I know what all of his positions are, but I do think, not to contradict you, but I do think he does focus a lot on local stuff.
Yeah,
And goes around. He really handled the postal thing well.
He did. He did handle that situation well. I just think that when you are a party, right, like the Republicans or the Democrats, and you're looking for a young star, right, or somebody that could be the next person to showcase within the party, I felt like John Ossoff being in his mid-30s when he got elected, now being in his late 30s, figured he could have been that guy, and he still has time to do that, but right now hasn't really lived up to that expectation.
You had a nickname for him when he was running for the House.
Oh, well, I mean, that's because I saw him in person.
You don't want to talk about that nickname?
I think it's unfair.
Maybe
now.
I leave it back in the last decade.
You know what? That was when he was running for House of Representatives.
Karen Handel wiped the floor with him.
Yeah, it was a different time, man. He was a younger guy then.
Yeah, he was. He was a younger. Maybe he's off of the nickname you had him. I won't say it if you don't. But when it comes to the governor race, odds are that it's going to be coming down to a runoff. So the early voting for that will begin on June 8th, with the general election day for the runoff being June 16th. And not to be outdone, so I was going to say, if you were going to pick any of these candidates, and it doesn't matter what party you belong to, who would you pick to represent Georgia as governor? I thought this would be a fun exercise. So think about somebody that's a hero to the state of Georgia.
Okay.
That you would write in who you think would make a
And they don't have to be political, right? Just to the state of Georgia, correct?
Yeah. It could be
He's
Michael
like
Stipe.
Jared Yumum.
Besides yourself. So I'm going to go with Chipper Jones because he meant so much to the city and the state. You got one?
I'll go with Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, why not?
Wait, it's only sports?
No, it could be anybody, but that's where our minds are right now. So you could pick You could pick Fred Schneider.
Baton Bob.
Well,
hey, too soon.
Yeah, he's deceased.
I didn't know that he was deceased.
Oh.
I don't keep up on Baton Bob.
You don't know your Baton Bob news?
I just didn't know that he had... Well, all right. You never said that... I know. Dead or alive? Can we do dead or alive?
No, alive.
Okay, alive. Blondie.
Okay. That's great.
Choice.
I'm just trying to be goofy.
She'd be a good governor because she could crush taxes.
Yeah.
And George?
Just to see him handle being a politician. What about Eric?
Ooh.
Throw him in the governor's seat.
I'm not coming in today. I'm not signing those bills.
You got to fill in.
No, you got to be there to sign those bills. So George says Eric. Autumn says Blondie. Jared says Matt Ryan. Well, he's back. He's back, baby, running the Falcons.
Hey, he's doing a good job, too. Damn good job.
I say Chipper Jones because he'd get the city and the rural vote. But if you have somebody else out there, just leave us an open mic on the WSB radio app. Who you think? Who's a great Georgian who's still alive? That would be good, Kevin. But with all this political talk, not to be outdone, one of the main stories that's going around right now is that the lawmakers in the Gold Dome are talking about trying to get together for a special session. And what is that session going to be about?
Yeah, this will be to redistrict our state. So we're already seeing what is happening in Louisiana, where they're trying to redistrict it because this is all based on the Supreme Court decision where they took down part of the 1965 Voting Rights Act.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to, I guess, gerrymander districts based on race anymore. So now all of these states are scrambling to try to make districts that are favorable to whoever is in charge. So Florida's done it. Louisiana's doing it. Georgia's in talks about doing it. I think it's going to be tough for us to do it because early voting has already started.
Yes. Early voting has started. And it would have
That is the problem, I feel, with early voting. It's too early.
It is. There was you look at Pennsylvania. When the senator, the junior senator from Pennsylvania right now, is that John Fetterman, or maybe it's the senior senator, I don't know. But John Fetterman ran. And while he was running, it was during early voting, and he had a stroke. And there was no guarantee that he was going to come out of that or have a comeback from it and be able to govern and hold that seat.
Right,
and
he's already voted for.
Right, and all those votes were in already. So, and then they end up having the presidential debates after early voting starts.
That was weird.
For the white, I mean, that is the problem with it, because you can't change your horse in midstream in that
Yeah, if you don't have, if they haven't finished running, then how you don't have all the information, at least that they want to give you.
Yeah, so that's, again, why these presidential debates are all ridiculous, and they're just, well, we're supposed to do them because we've always done them. Well, start the voting after so people can make up their minds.
Amen.
And most people go in, by party, not even thinking about who they're voting
Well, I
for.
guess if that's the case, then just vote your party. Like if you're just going to vote down party lines and not use your brain, then I guess do early voting.
And I think that early voting should probably be 2 weeks out. I think that that's probably the fair way to do it. I think Georgia's.
How long is it now?
I think well, in some states it feels like it's like 3 months. So we're
in Pennsylvania, you can vote a week after the election.
Here in Georgia, I believe we start about 2.5, 3 weeks before the election, because ours is May 19th. So just doing my basic mathematics skills there, that would be about 3 weeks.
If only we'd listened to the Secretary of State, who was in here the previous hour with Eric Erickson. This is all because of the Louisiana versus Calais, which the decision came down yesterday. A 6-3 ruling, conservatives being the majority, and of course the liberals being the minority on that.
So
6-3.
now any state that's in control, if you are the governor of the state, you basically can go and redistrict your state as you want to be. It doesn't have to be based on race anymore.
Did you see that district that they were objecting to in Louisiana? It was like a scar across the entire state.
Yeah, I did.
But when that was put into play, you had to think about it. You had a whole group of citizens who had no representation whatsoever.
Right.
I'm just being honest about that. There was a group of citizens, all citizens who were allowed to vote, in spite of, at the time, the people who did not want them to vote. But they carved that little strip out of them. So now I don't understand. Are they going to have representation? What this is going to make Democrats do in states like this, where all that goes away, is fight even harder to try to get some of these districts.
Yeah, they're going to fight even harder, and then in blue states, they're going to redistrict to where they can just knock out all the red in them. I think that
you look at sorry to interrupt, but you look at New England, Maine, and Connecticut, and states like that. I don't think they have any GOP members of Congress.
Right.
Even though they have, in some cases, some of the states have 40%, 45% registered Republicans who vote, they have absolutely no representation.
Right. And I think that,
in their opinion,
what probably needs to happen just across the board, and I know
is to get rid of it and have a dictatorship. I agree.
Yeah, just bring in a king, bring in a queen. I think that you probably need to pass some kind of law nationally. I know every state has its own laws. It will never work like this. This is just me spitballing here, but I think that the best way to think about it is nationally, you should only be allowed to redistrict when the census is due.
It's always worked that way. That's how they always did it.
That's how I think. I think that's fair. Every 10 years, you're allowed to redistrict, because now it's going to become this game. Whoever's in control is just going to redistrict to make it more favorable to whoever's in control. Now, like if you're in a Republican state and you're happy about that, you might be happy now, but if Democrats get control, they're going to redistrict it in a way where it is favorable to them.
Well, they did that in Virginia. However, they ran it through, and the way it was worded, it was a temporary thing until they could. And so what's going to end up happening to that, I think, is that the Supreme Court's going to tell them you can't do that. And their state Supreme Court said it's on hold. So, they're getting ready to vote too. So speaking of Virginia, that's where the king and queen are today.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yes, we're in Virginia today. Lovely state. Virginia's for lovers. I'm a lover.
And we are lovers.
That's right, Camilla. When I wrote you that letter or left you the voicemail saying,
yes, I remember.
I wish I was white, rolled up tight, and out of sight. And you know the punchline for that joke.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because you're so lovely.
Course,
and
I remember.
Everybody
it was the
knows.
most romantic sexual thing you've ever said to me.
And I loved you before. You were in charge of finding my mate, because you weren't like Lady Diana at the time. I always wanted to be with you. You were my mentor, older lady lover.
Of course, and I knew it the whole time.
But Mama took care of that. She helped get rid of Diana for me, and you and I were able to consummate our love for one another.
Oh, yes, and it's been love ever since.
Virginia's named after lovers.
After my Virginia.
Yeah.
Yes, so,
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm only saying it because Tim doesn't remember who it's named for. I guess there was a queen named Virginia. I don't
Probably.
know.
Yes, probably.
Virgin. Jared, look that up.
I'd have to look that up.
It has to be named after somebody.
It sure does.
In honor of Queen Elizabeth.
Well, not the...
who was known as the Virgin Queen.
The Queen Elizabeth from Sir Walter Raleigh's time.
Yes, Queen Elizabeth
Shakespeare's
the
time.
First.
Yes, Shakespeare's time. We all saw Shakespeare in Love.
No.
No, not all of us.
Okay, we didn't all see. How about Elizabeth with Kate Blanchett, which came out at the same time and was the better of the films?
I did not.
I thought so.
I missed that one.
I
too.
love Kate Blanchett, but I did not see that.
Oh, yes, she played the Virgin
I like when
Queen.
I say Kate Blanchett.
Played Blanchett. Oh, is that the proper way to say it?
I don't know. I just like Blanchett. I also like when I say cigarette instead of cigarette.
Oh, you're very good with your pronunciation on the correct syllable.
Syllables.
She's so intelligent.
Syllable. In fact,
Syllables.
Elizabeth was the daughter of King Henry VIII.
Wow.
Yes, a Tudor dynasty.
Wow.
Yeah, ask me anything about the monarchy.
Okay.
If there hasn't been a series about it, I don't know.
What's
my middle name?
Autumn?
Exactly. You don't know, and you'll never know.
Autumn, do you have a middle name?
Oh, Autumn. Yes, my middle name.
Oh
is
no,
Marie.
I don't know your middle name, darling.
Oh, yes, I know. You don't need it, do you?
No, all I ever think about is the wonder that we have and the beauty, and also saving the ice caps. The polar ice caps are melting.
Is that what he's talking about?
He did, yeah. He told Trump, "We've got to save." He said it to Congress. We have to save the ice caps. So
It's interesting, like what a different country's interested in. You know?
Yeah.
Like we don't ever really talk about the ice caps. Like it comes up every once in a while about like some measurement or, something like that. But
I can't stop
he's
thinking
talking about it to our president. Like,
not our president, to the House. To
okay, he's talking to. Still, it's like that's an issue for him to bring up. The ice caps.
The Magna Carta specifically detailed ways to protect the polar ice caps through sorcery and brutal slayings of youngsters who are virgins as well. But we've advanced since then, and now we have science.
I wish that King Charles and Queen Camilla had gone to Idaho. I wonder what British royalty Idaho's named after.
Oh, they're named after Queen Ida the First.
Oh, the potatoes.
And she loved all she would eat were potatoes. And
Yes.
she died of
Potato poisoning.
Yeah, she so the potato. This is like Ireland. You need a good famine, and where all the Idahoans go.
I would love to bring that back. The good famine.
By the way, Camilla's middle name is Rosemary.
Oh yes,
of course,
Rosemary, named after the wonderful herb.
And
George, please.
The origin for Idaho's name is actually pretty interesting. It was likely invented by a lobbyist, George M. Willing, in 1860, who falsely claimed it was a Native American Shoshone word meaning gem of the mountains.
Oh yes, the gem of the mountains.
Oh, that's funny. That's like when you see those things online where like Japanese clothing has just English words on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where it says like,
It's weather bakery.
meatloaf sandwich lasagna time.
Yeah. Oh, I love all
Like,
of
what?
that.
Yeah, okay.
Spend the rest of your day. I'd like to visit Roanoke. It's one of the lovely towns off of I-81 where you can go to McDonald's or Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. We don't
These
have.
mountains are beautiful.
How much
reminds
Dunkin'?
me of a couple of mountains of my own.
Yes, well, no, darling, they're still firm.
Would you like to know what they're doing on their Virginia visit?
What?
Besides going to Roanoke and checking out the
Making
strip
love
club,
in every state of the
there's,
union.
there's an America's Best Inn. We're staying at that.
Yes.
Oh, I bet. Wow, you
With
guys
the
are fancy.
shaking bed?
Yes, it has a vibrating, but doesn't take pounds.
Oh, what a shame. They're going to do a wreath laying at the Arlington National Cemetery.
Isn't that lovely?
Lovely wreath.
It is lovely.
What else?
And then it's a general Virginia visit. The royal couple has traveled from Fort Royale.
Oh, of
You mean
course,
Port
Royale.
Royal?
Front Royale.
Oh, Front
I
Royal.
apologize.
What happened to all the statues of Robert E. Lee? I admire that man. Where'd they
He
all
was
go?
a magnificent man.
He
doing
was.
What he had to
He
do.
fought for Virginia, not the Confederacy.
And-
That's what we've always learned. Even though
Oh,
we
yes,
were
yes.
involved with helping the Confederacy and gave them lots of money and arms to help bring down Abraham Lincoln in the United States and keep them at bay, because we viewed them as a global competitor. Oh,
Sometimes.
should I say that
I
out
would say,
loud?
I would say that part of history doesn't ever really
I've
get
got to
brought up.
I've got to stop watching Promethean action on YouTube.
what you're going to be doing in Front Royal, Virginia, is attending a block party. for the
wonderful.
America 250. So you might do.
Is it working? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
She can twerk, and I'll be pouring out a 40 for my my homie brother.
And,
Beat it up. Cash or charge. Extra large and extra large.
That's right. I will be sitting in the Queen's cock chair watching her.
Yes.
Have fun with
That's
some
why we like that Royal American Inn, you know.
Yes, Jared, you look like you want to say something.
Now, I will say all of this stuff did happen already. You guys did leave this morning, which is
Oh,
good.
really?
Yes,
Okay.
you did. You did. So this is, but
Either
either
that
way,
gives us time to go to Newport News, Virginia Beach, and go.
Yes.
No, you guys are on your way back.
Lovely, lovely.
Oh, we're on our plane back?
You're on your plane ride back. You said your final farewell to Melania and the president this morning.
Adios, President Jerk.
You're headed to Bermuda.
Oh, yes, one of our lovely colonies.
I'm going to be tan everywhere.
Oh, yes, but they have a wonderful nude beach for old queens. But we're not going to that one. We're going to the one for women.
So RuPaul will be there.
Yes.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month. 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. Get more at retireatlradio.com. And Matt, what makes you and the team, what makes you different?
You come to us, you come to the Vincent Financial Group for money management, and yet maybe you're a really conservative investor. Our fee is not going to change whether or not we're shooting for a 20% rate of return or a 5% rate of return. This is one of the better use cases for a no-fee growth annuity, because on those no-fee growth annuity contracts, if you get the right ones and if you're working with the right people, you won't pay an advisory fee on those dollars, and yet you are getting exactly what you want, which is a vehicle that has more safety to it. So for those people in the retirement window looking for a way to take some risk off the table but not have to pay a fee to do it, a no-fee growth annuity can be a phenomenal complement to a portfolio. If you want to have that conversation around, what your mix of assets should be, we'd love to have that conversation with you. You can go to retireatlradio.com. Right there on the homepage, you can book a 30-minute discovery call with us. We can have this conversation. We would love to do it.
Again, that's retireatlradio.com, or make the call. We have a representative standing by right now. 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488. That initial consultation to discuss your financial future with Aaron Vincent, Matthew Decker, the team at the Vincent Financial Group. It's no cost, no obligation. 770-280-1488 or retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Visit my friends at Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort. This is Scott Slade. They specialize in exquisite handcrafted fine jewelry and natural mined diamonds, never mass-produced. It's where I've been doing business for over 25 years. Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter here from my friends at Southern Exteriors. Most homeowners don't realize that the industry standard for a labor warranty is only a year or two. To the team at Southern Exteriors, that's an insult. They provide at least a 10-year labor promise on every siding, roofing, and window project they do. Choose the team that actually stands behind their work and take 10% off your next siding, roofing, or window project. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story: record turnout for early voting so far for Georgia's May 19th primary elections. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says more than 129,000 voters have cast ballots in the first week of early voting.
You know, obviously we do citizenship verifications, and UGA did a poll after the 2024 election, and 92% of all Georgians trust our elections.
He's expecting between 70 and 75% will vote early and the rest on Election Day. With Georgians casting their ballots for the May primary, the American Postal Workers Union launches an ad campaign aimed at increasing support for voting by mail.
We trust voting by mail.
It gives us time to decide.
According to the Secretary of State's office, more than 240,000 absentee ballots were cast during the 2024 election. So far, more than 33,000 absentee ballots have been requested for the May primary. 6 teenagers are injured in a one-vehicle crash in Coweta County, all students at Northgate High School. The State Patrol says the teen driver was going too fast around a curve on Vaughn Road and struck a power pole. 2 girls have serious injuries and have to be airlifted from the scene to the hospital. As we head into the hottest months of the year, a reminder to look again if you have a child in the car.
When the outside temperature is 85 degrees or higher, the inside of a vehicle can reach over 100 degrees in a matter of minutes. Captain Maurice Rains with the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says kids can suffer from heat stroke faster than adults.
The most precious commodity in the world that we have, and that is our children, is in a vulnerable state there is when a vehicle is left unattended by an adult and the car is constantly getting hot with a child in it.
Last year, 31 kids across the country died after being left in parked cars. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The feds take down a nearly $5 million bank and mail fraud scheme operating in Metro Atlanta. It involved 2 postal carriers in Atlanta and Marietta, an assistant bank manager in Alpharetta, and a convicted felon. All have been indicted in federal court. It is now 3:32. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, very busy on 285 in Cobb County around 75 in Cobb Parkway. You got afternoon traffic filling in as well as the Braves game letting out, so quite the mess there. 285 northbound, the interloop delays start right around South Cobb Drive up to I-75. West and southbound delays are in place from the Chattahoochee River, just trying to get down to Hollowell Parkway. All of our earlier trouble spots in DeKalb County on 285 northbound, the outer loop right at I-20 exit 46. Those have all cleared. Delays have improved quite a bit. If you're traveling down into the city, it's already almost a half hour out of Buckhead on 400 south from Lenox Road just to get down to I-20. And northbound's a slow go of it, 75, 85 north of Langford Parkway up to Peachtree, Pine Street. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy but drying out for today. High 74, lows tonight in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, staying cool. High 72. Heavy rain showers return early Saturday morning, then mostly cloudy for Saturday afternoon.
Right now it's 73 in Roswell, 74 in Stockbridge, and 70 in Hiram. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Stop. If you're thinking about replacing your windows this spring, do not buy anything until you hear this. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort. Most homeowners overpay for windows by thousands because they go through big name companies with massive markups. Same glass, same install, way higher price. We cut all that out and go factory direct, which is why we can do something no one else is doing right now. Right now, you'll get buy 2 windows, get 2 free, free installation, and no payments until 2028. But this spring, once our install calendar fills, the offer is gone. So go to windowcomfort.com before you make a very expensive mistake. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. That's windowcomfort.com today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope, echoes that become second chances, love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
There's a difference between a backyard and a space you never want to leave. At Ben Hill Renovations, They design and build outdoor living spaces that feel like your own private retreat. Custom pools, outdoor kitchens, and patios, all crafted with a level of detail that only comes from 60 years of experience.
Hey, it's Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations. Let us create the outdoor living space of your dreams that fits within your budget.
Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
I love Artisan Custom Closets. This is Dale from TrustDale.com, and that text was from my wife, Angie. Artisan had just been at our home designing ideas to transform our master bedroom closet. Look, her message didn't surprise me because I did my homework and discovered Artisan Custom Closets are the experts to make the most of your closets, pantries, garages, and more. We hired Artisan, and you should too. Visit TrustDale certified ArtisanCustomClosets.com to get your free consultation and my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee.
Hey, y'all, maybe we can get Outcast back together. Outcast 2028. Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
Hey, you got my vote for that.
That would be a great one.
We put out to people in the last half hour, if there was somebody in Georgia that you could write in that would be a good candidate you think would be able to run the state as governor, give us an open mic.
Can I add it on to my Matt Ryan? Can I add another candidate?
Well, two?
Yeah, I want to have it'll be the ticket. I want Jeff Foxworthy to make him funny.
To be lieutenant governor?
Yes, Jeff Foxworthy.
You don't think Matt Ryan is a funny guy?
No.
I think he has a sense of humor.
No, he's very serious.
Well, since he's young, I'm sorry to interrupt, but since Matt's young, shouldn't he be lieutenant governor and Foxworthy with his years and years of wisdom and knowledge about the state?
No, Foxworthy can be the guide in the background.
Okay.
Matt will lead them, and then Jeff will make sure to.
You do everything, okay? I need to work on it. I haven't heard Matt speak. Yeah, so leave us your open. Hey, Jared, we don't get to do this very often, so I'm going to ask you right now. What do you have on the nightcap? When is it, and when can people hear it?
So my nightcap will be this Saturday from 11 to midnight, and I know up in Woodstock there are talks of building a mini battery, kind of like what they do around the Braves Stadium, around a soccer field.
Is it going to power the city?
No. This would be like
a battery. It's little.
It's kind of like that, but it's a mixed use development that's going to be around a soccer field. That's going to be like
so nobody will go.
2,500 seat soccer stadium is kind of the idea there, and there are several other cities that are wanting to do something like this. And my thought is, look, if we keep building, like if Alpharetta builds a battery, Cobb already has one, Woodstock gets one, it's going to look like a bunch of suburban pimples. It's going to be gross, like having all of these, because, I mean, the whole point.
Well, we have a giant pimple in Stone Mountain.
Yeah, we already have one there.
That would be more of a boil.
Because these suburban cities don't really have high rises or like that kind of development like a downtown area. So when you're looking from above, it's going to look like a bunch of suburban pimples up there in North Atlanta if they build that.
Who cares what things look like from above?
It looks bad.
We'll worry about that when we have those flying drones that take people around. All right, thank you. I have my podcast on Saturday night as well. That's my weekly pop culture and entertainment show. It's star-studded this week. That is from 7 to 8 p.m. on Saturdays. I have The Miz from WWE. He and his co-star Roxy Diaz are the announcers for the all-new, revamped, and it's back, American Gladiators, which is...
I know who The Miz is because of Real World.
Oh, he was on Real World before he
started
was a
on
wrestler.
Real World and was he called himself The Miz and said he was going to be a wrestler and stuff.
Well, he was full of excitement in the interview. I didn't know he was on the Real World. I'll have to go back and watch. And then a local actor from who graduated from Dunwoody High School, went to NYU. She's been in a lot of TV series and movies. Vivian Bang, and right now she's in and co-producing a play called Detroit, which you can see at Pullman Yards. Jared, I need you to tell me what's going on tonight with the Hawks.
7 o'clock tip-off tonight. Hawks Game 6 here in Atlanta. I've got this weird feeling in my tummy right now. I'm telling you.
Is it pimples from the
You're
sky?
pregnant?
Let's hope not.
Have you been throwing up in the morning?
I've been feeling a little bit.
Morning sickness, more like all-day sickness. Right, Jared?
That's right.
Oh, Autumn knows.
Everyone thinks we're going to lose tonight.
Who's everyone? Did you do a poll?
The national media, the Hawks have not looked good the last two games.
Vinny didn't sound too confident. He's going to the game tonight.
Yeah, he's going from the Mark Aram show. So I think the Hawks have a little fight in them left. I don't know if they can win 2 games in a row, but man, this season's been magical. I've enjoyed the ride the entire time. They are truly a bunch of misfits, and I really hope they come out tonight to fight at State Farm. I'm pulling for them.
All right, so say they win tonight, and then in what, a week from now? No, 2 days they'll go back in New York and
Yeah,
play.
they'll play
correct?
Saturday in New York.
In New York, and they end up winning. It doesn't matter. Whoever wins in this little series here are going to go on to face who? Probably the
Celtics.
Okay, all right.
76ers are playing pretty well, but the Celtics are probably the best team in the Eastern Conference.
If you could say really quick, in your opinion, who you think is going to win the NBA championship this year, who would it be?
I would say the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to repeat.
You think?
Yeah, they look great. That's a great young team.
Keep me updated.
I will. I'll keep you updated all the way. And my whole thing is once the Hawks get out, I will probably stop paying attention. If they lose tonight, I'll watch a little bit of the finals, but that's it.
So is confidence lost because we've kind of gotten spanked the
Well, the
last
Hawks,
two times?
not the Hawks, but the Knicks figured them out.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe now the Hawks will figure them out.
Yeah, that's the hope. I mean, really, we're kind of a team filled with misfits. We have a bunch of interesting pieces that were put together. We're overachieving, and that's why the ride has been so fun, George.
It's been a fun ride. Go
That's
Hawks.
right. Go Hawks. That's right.
All right, so you have stories about two unruly every day. And especially if you're on Instagram, there's a couple of great accounts that you can follow where you get videos and good audio of people flipping out at the airport or anywhere, really, but specifically at the airport. Jared, you have two stories about people who are freaking out on Delta planes.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Why is it? Does Delta have something in the air?
I guess, more than their planes. An unruly passenger aboard a Delta flight was arrested after attempting to open a cabin door while the plane was on the tarmac.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, you don't do that. So he was upset. The flight was heading towards Chicago, but we had thunderstorms here in Atlanta, and he's like, well, I'm going to get off this plane. So kind of panicked, and you shouldn't do that. Wait in your seat. Like, I promise you, the second that it's clear.
This isn't advice that anyone needs. No one needs advice to not open the door.
This guy's crazy.
Some people need it, apparently.
Right, that's the thing.
When this stuff happens, they should line every passenger up like an airplane where they just slap the hell out of the person.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I gotta get out of here.
Doctor, you're needed on the phone. I would just please sit in your seats. Please.
Was it in the air?
No. So
it wasn't? Okay, good.
No, it was on the ground here in Atlanta. There were thunderstorms, and
Yeah.
he couldn't take off, so he was in there.
He was upset that it was delayed, and he just said, I'm going to take things in my own hands, and I'm going to try to get off the plane. And that's why he's...
No, I really don't like... The longest I've ever sat in an airplane before takeoff is 2 hours.
Oof, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because you are bored, you can't sleep.
You have to pretend. It's like you kind of have to pretend like I'm flying. I'm going to pretend this is all part of the flight, and then you do that for as long as you can, and then they say, "Oh, well, our stewards and stewardesses or whatever have timed out. You know, we have to like switch them out, and then we have to wait for a new crew, and then they end up canceling the flight."
Excuse me.
It's tough.
Flight attendants.
Yeah.
What did I say? Steward. I knew I said something.
What is it, 1976?
I didn't say stewardesses. I said stewards and the stewardesses.
You said both, but it's...
How dare you?
Anybody can do that job, so we just call it a flight attendant. And I mean any gender, not just any...
Yeah,
slobber.
that's right.
Like the guy who opened the door, he probably wouldn't make a good flight attendant.
No.
Probably a bad guy.
Hey, you don't like it? Get out.
But this is on... Oh, go ahead, George.
In that situation, can you not say, I want to get off the plane now? And is there not a procedure for them to allow you?
No, you have to act like a lunatic, and then the police will come drag you off.
Yeah, that's a good
Those
point.
are the
like,
rules.
what if you say
And
like,
been on
"Yo,
the tarmac
I am
for 2 hours. This is now
I'm
gonna
having
miss my
anxiety.
meeting that
yeah.
I'm going to or whatever."
That you're having crippling anxiety, which is what this guy had. You don't do that unless something's wrong.
It just depends. I mean, too, if you're also waiting in line to take off, the plane just can't just move out of line when it's getting ready to take off. We don't know exactly where on the tarmac it was. If it was at the gate, maybe a different story, because then they just pulled the jet bridge back up, pull the guy off, and it's easy.
What was the other one?
So the other one was on another Delta flight, but this one not in Atlanta, but it was heading towards Atlanta, where a Tyrone resident, good old Tyrone, Georgia, lady.
Don't blame it on the city.
39-year-old lady refused to get off of her phone when the plane was taxiing in Miami heading towards the runway to take off. People, don't get on your phone. It's annoying. It's annoying when people are on their phones.
Is there any funny, screamy audio, or is it just...
Oh, I got a little bit of it. Here you go. Listen to this.
Please be considerate. Consider yourself and the rest of us.
Folks, everybody here, especially in first class, guys. Excuse me, everyone.
Get off the plane. Hey, he's not listening.
Once again, folks, please make sure to grab your items.
Whatever.
Maybe outside so we can get a piece of everybody.
You got 300 people having to do something crazy. We don't. So we're all supposed to listen and he doesn't?
Yeah, they have a little trap door under the seat where you could just step on a button and she falls out.
I'm sorry. I'm a little confused about what was happening there.
She wouldn't get off of her phone while they were taxiing. You know, you're not supposed to use your phone.
Yeah, so the plane stopped.
Yeah.
And everyone's
And then
like, go ahead.
they were having to turn around and everybody was going to have to get off the plane. That's what
Correct.
they were saying.
They were going to deplane everybody, and they're like, okay.
That's a good point. Like, they really should, I don't know what to do, really. Just, like, do a tranquilizer dart from across the plane into that lady's neck.
A blow dart.
Yeah.
Oh, why are people such jerks?
You can count on it.
You can try and plan for it.
But sometimes it gets the best of you.
Multiple left lanes blocked, quickly impacting you as you leave the airport.
When it stops you from getting where you need to be.
Atlanta's most trusted traffic team gets you there.
Now we've got our second crash of the morning on I-85.
The most up-to-date traffic reports from Atlanta's most trusted traffic team.
Only your right lane open.
Every time you listen. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit georgiapower.com to get started.
A simple act of generosity changed everything. A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Here's Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but never deliver.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver the Georgia results that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
The conservative outsider who will deliver real tax relief. Rick Jackson for governor. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Hey, it's your buddy Shelley Winter here, co-host of The Car Guys with my good friend and brother, Kevin Deutsch, from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Whatever you want to know about buying, selling, leasing, or maintaining a vehicle, Kevin has your answers.
That's right, Shelley. For over 40 years, I've sold, leased, fixed, and financed pretty much every make and model. I've seen it all. If you have any car questions, we'll have the answers every Saturday at noon.
It's The Car Guys, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, brought to you by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta.
Spring cleaning starts at Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Mention WSB Radio and get 3 rooms cleaned for $129. No one cleans like Zero Res. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals. Just carpets that stay cleaner longer. Also, don't forget that air ducts circulate the air you breathe, and dust can end up right back on your floors. April appointments are filling up very fast. Don't wait. Visit ZeroResAtlanta.com to book today. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? A team who watches out for you. Clark Howard saves you money. Justin Gray watches your back with warnings about ripoffs and scams. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Karen Greer. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. Stan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
Earlier in the show, we asked ourselves, and we asked you via the open mic to tell us who you would write in for governor that's not currently running. Just a famous Georgian, somebody that you look up to, and we just got another one.
Hi, this is Beth from Marietta. My write-in vote is for Clark Howard. Always, always, always. It's 339, 70 degrees.
Wow.
Good choice.
Yeah, she made a good choice. Autumn, you would agree with that one, right? You
Absolutely.
love Clark Howard.
I love Clark Howard.
You were listening to Clark Howard when you were a toddler, probably. You've been a...
When I was, in kindergarten, I was listening. I've listened to WSB since I was in kindergarten.
Isn't that weird? But I listened to talk radio when I was a kid, too.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little transistor radio that my great-grandmother gave me, my great-grandma Nellie Fuller. And she gave me, it was Charlie Brown and Snoopy together. And it was just this radio. It had one, you had one earbud. And she couldn't speak very well, so when I would turn it up too loud and she could hear it, she would wag her finger at me, and that would scare me.
Oh.
But
You
she
said
was
it
my...
was Minnie Mouse, you said?
No. It was Charlie Brown and...
Charlie Brown.
And Snoopy.
Okay.
Did I say Minnie Mouse?
No, I think I was just
Because I am feeling a little off today. But no, that's what it was. I've loved talk radio my whole life.
Me too.
Clark Howard's a great choice for
yes.
governor. I mean, I don't know why he didn't run before. I mean, he's still got time, believe me, with how...
I'm too old now.
He'll tell you that, but Clark Howard would get elected.
Yes.
That guy is amazing.
That guy he's in his 70s, and he's like 10 times more physically fit and healthy than I am. We have time for one more story. I love this story.
Yes.
Go ahead. The veneer specialist?
Yes, from Channel 2. I feel like I got to set this up here. So
yeah,
Atlanta's,
Justin Gray, right? The investigative report did this?
He sure did. Atlanta's top veneer specialist says he didn't know what he was doing illegal. So if you're unfamiliar to the story, there was this influencer dentist that
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all over Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah.
Are they really? So up there too?
How do you know? You're not on Instagram.
Well, I was saying Instagram because other people use Instagram.
Oh.
But they're on TikTok
Oh,
and they're doing basically using nail products.
Yep. Listen to what this guy's doing.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So just to give, if people aren't familiar with this veneer influencer or dentist influencer, his name is Brandon Dillard, and he is facing serious criminal charges for allegedly performing cosmetic dental procedures, mainly putting veneers in without a dental license. So he's been doing this. He made millions of dollars and then put a lot of the money into his marketing campaign and into his social media. And so people would go online and they'd be like, oh, wow, this guy is reputable. He's got over 100,000 followers. Cool. Like, he's got to be the right dentist to go see.
Did anybody get hurt?
People have gotten hurt.
Okay.
And you cannot practice dentistry in Georgia
Why not?
without having a dental license.
It's all a scam.
Yeah.
Dentistry is a scam. Let me tell you why
How's it
dentistry is a scam. No, it's a ripoff. You barely get any insurance coverage.
Yeah.
Okay? And so if you have to have something done, I'll give you an example. I need to have 2 crowns, 2 molars in the back on either side. After insurance, it's still going to cost me close to or a little bit more than $5,000. And I get it. I'm like, rip it out and put a plastic thing in there. Or, I'll go on TikTok because there's lots of people on there telling me that I can regenerate enamel if I chew their gum or brush with their special toothpaste.
Yes.
That's real.
Is it?
No.
Okay. And I do need to find a veneer guy. So if I want to get veneers, I'm more than likely to choose an influencer than pay thousands of dollars.
As you should. That's the only thing that makes sense.
So let me clarify, though. I don't think the dentists are scams or dentistry in it of itself is a scam, but the insurance tied to it, it has to be a lot cheaper than it is. I just don't think it is. And one more thing I want to say is that a lot of places, I found a website the other day, and I don't remember the URL, but it maps all the dental offices that are owned by, you guessed it, private equity.
Oh, really?
So they're buying them up just like they're buying up the funeral homes, the veterinarian offices. If you've noticed, if you have a pet and you go to the vet, the prices have gone up. And that's because you have to find one that isn't owned by private equity, which we did for our dog. But, you have no recourse when it comes to these places because it's all about profits.
Yeah, I was going to say they're really finding out a lot about root canals and how unnecessary and how they don't really work long term.
No.
And it's this huge invasive procedure. And it probably, does make the dentists or whatever, the surgeons, a lot of money.
Well, that's it. Another thing that I need. I had a root canal and the tooth broke. The cap broke off of it, so I still have the stuff up in my gum. That surgery from an oral surgeon with the crown and all that other stuff and the buildup on your bones or your jaw, that's $10,000.
Right. So take care of your teeth, I think, is the real moral of the story, so you don't have to go through this.
And make sure that if you do see a dentist that is putting their content on social media, make sure that they have their dental license.
Well,
because
what do you do? Like, that guy could have shown you a license and be like, "This is my license." Be like, "Great."
Oh,
okay.
See, I totally disagree with that, Autumn.
No, you don't check every license that you see for every doctor.
I absolutely. When I go into a doctor's office, especially a new one, I'm looking at the walls immediately. I'm looking for the degrees.
I do not at all.
What? Are you crazy? That's why they put the degrees there.
Because there's
what do I know if it's real or not?
Well, there's also if you're going to an office where there's medical people and dentists usually don't have their own place. It's like a dental office, there's more than one dentist here, you feel that, okay, I know I'm going into a legitimate place. Now,
that's what I'm saying.
This guy's doing it out of a Motel 6.
I mean, even if people are doing it out of their homes, they're used to finding sort of services that are, done by not necessarily influencers, but just people who are advertising their cosmetic stuff online, whether it's teeth or nails or hair, so people are, I guess, thinking like, well, how come this person couldn't have learned how to put great veneers on your teeth?
I could get you a nice set of teeth that we could glue into your mouth with some sort of polydent-like thing. While you're getting that done, my wife will give you a manicure because she took half a year of classes at manicure school.
Is it less than $5,000?
Oh, hell, it's only $200.
Perfect, I'm in.
Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah, come on down. Just find me on TikTok.
Well, this Brandon Dillard, the new defense that he's putting out there is, quote, "I didn't know it was illegal to practice without a license." I mean, this guy.
Well, because he's not practicing like dentistry like you're thinking. Like he's not filling fillings and he's
are shaving
veneers.
down your teeth though.
No, I'm saying I agree. Like what he's actually doing is
oral surgery.
Yes, is an oral surgery, a type of dentistry.
Yes.
But he wasn't like, filling cavities in kids and like, putting he was forming teeth to make your teeth look good. And so people think that that's something that, you can just learn. Like I'm going to go get Botox because I saw somebody on Instagram. I'm going to go get my hair done by this person because I saw them on Instagram. So
you work for this guy, don't you, Autumn?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think it's bad.
She's his social media director.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text MAX to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text MAX to 797979 for a link to your exclusive offer. Text MAX to 797979. That's MAX to 797979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, 6 students injured in a teen driving crash in Coweta County. The single vehicle crash happened on Vaughn Road.
Emergency responders were on the scene quickly, and students were receiving medical care and being taken to the hospital for care.
A school district spokeswoman says all of the teens are students at Northgate High School. The State Patrol says the driver of the car was traveling too fast for conditions and ran off the road around a curve, striking a utility pole. 2 girls have serious injuries and are transported from the scene by helicopter. 74 degrees in Atlanta. When do we see a return of the rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Record turnout across Georgia so far in the first week of early voting for the May 19th primary elections. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says over 129,000 have cast ballots so far. He says those numbers are up from the last midterm.
It's bigger than it was in 2022. Bigger than it was in 2018, so it continues to grow with early voting.
Early voting runs through May 15th. And if you're voting by mail, local postal workers want Georgians to have confidence in the process.
According to the Smithsonian, mail-in voting dates back to the Civil War, when Union soldiers were able to cast their ballots during the 1864 election. Fast forward to today, and Charles Broughton, president of the Georgia chapter of the American Postal Workers Union, says they still handle ballots with care.
During the election season and basically every day of the week, postal employees check their air to make sure there's no viable mail that's left behind.
According to the Secretary of State's office, more than 33,000 absentee ballots have been requested for the May primaries. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Finally, a bill to end the partial government shutdown passes the House. Correspondent Jay O'Brien reports it funds the Department of Homeland Security, except for ICE and Border Patrol.
The House, by voice vote, passed this Senate legislation ending the Department of Homeland Security partial government shutdown after 76 days. There was not a recorded vote. There was no moment of drama on the House floor. It was just by the yays and nays, meaning people going yay and people going nay. That's not how legislation is usually passed, but it is now advanced, and now it's headed to President Trump's desk.
A measure that would allow people on food stamps to buy hot rotisserie chicken with their SNAP benefits passes overwhelmingly in the U.S. House. It's part of a bipartisan effort to amend the 2008 Food and Nutrition Act. The measure modifies the definition of food to add hot rotisserie chicken, and it now heads to the Senate for consideration as part of the Farm Bill. A study from the University of Georgia finds people who live in low-income areas are less likely to get screened for cancer. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
Federally funded health centers provide preventative care for those in low-income areas. However, a new UGA study finds that's not happening when it comes to cancer screenings. Lead author of this study, UHN.
This means that these patients will continue to have higher risk of developing cancer, and yet they are not really receiving the services that can be life-saving.
She says colon cancer screenings have the greatest disparity, followed by breast and cervical cancers. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A Woodstock man is sentenced to life plus 60 years in prison after a Cherokee County jury finds him guilty of molesting children. 3 girls told investigators 47-year-old Nicholas Scott Reitzman sexually abused them starting when they were around 6 years old. Prosecutors say Reitzman used his close relationship with the parents to get them to allow for sleepovers at his home near Lake Allatoona. There's no relief at the gas pump as prices continue rising. These drivers are frustrated.
I think it's killing me.
The thing I don't understand is how come it rises like 30 cents every time.
Having to choose between gas and food, and that's a very hard decision.
Prices in Georgia now average close to $3.76 a gallon after jumping more than a nickel in just the last 24 hours. The national average is up to $4.35. The Paulding County Sheriff's Office pokes fun on social media after a recent drug bust. The post reads deputies pulled over the car after smelling like a dispensary exploded inside and having expired tags longer than most relationships. The driver got a citation, but the passenger was arrested after deputies found weed and meth inside the vehicle. It is 4:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts with Alex Williams.
Right now, watching delays Southside Perimeter Bill, stalled tractor trailer, second right lane, 285 eastbound, the outer loop into cab, right before Flat Shoals, exit number 48. Those delays are back to I-675, 285 east and southbound. That's also a full house on the inner loop from Georgia 400. And as you head into Dunwoody and Dorville, the delays stick with you down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway in Clarkston. Still extra slow, 285 west, the outer loop between Georgia 400 and I-75 with the afternoon rush hour in place, as well as people still filing out of the Battery, 285 northbound. If you're trying to get up into Vinings from I-20, the West Freeway, that's going to be a slow ride from Hollowell Parkway up to I-75 there in Cobb County. Watching the ride through downtown, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
The ride is stacked up into the city on southbound, on 75 southbound and Georgia 400 southbound, with delays starting at West Paces Ferry Road and at Sidney Marcus Boulevard. The ride northbound into the city is also pretty slow, starting at Langford Parkway on 75-85 northbound, and those delays don't ease up past North Avenue. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Some clouds passing by for this evening, cooling down to the mid-50s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy, high around 72. Heavy rain showers return late tomorrow evening, continuing into Saturday morning, but drying out Saturday afternoon, staying cool with highs in the upper 60s.
72 in Johns Creek, 71 in Lithia Springs and in Palmetto. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Eric is out today, so it's the Doctrinaire Doctrine. So most of us are here. So we have a little story about gas prices, oil prices, and how incredibly ridiculous they are. Bill just did a story about the price here in Georgia, where I heard one of the sound bites was somebody saying he doesn't understand why it goes 30 cents in one day. I don't get that either. Maybe these stories that you have will help us figure that out.
Yeah, oil prices have hit a wartime peak, Tim, pushing U.S. gas costs to the highest since July of 2022.
I did that.
Yeah, that's right, Bojo. You did do that the last time.
Yeah, so look at it now.
We have a bunch of angry people in this package I have here about the gas prices specifically, if I could say it.
According to AAA, the national average has climbed to $4.23 a gallon.
They're stupid.
Even more in Philadelphia.
How can we go from $2.85 all of a sudden up to $4.39? That's insane.
It's the highest since the war with Iran began.
We can expect this to happen under the circumstances, and I think it's temporary.
But with hopes for a quick resolution creeping down, oil prices are still going up.
It is what it is. I mean, gotta fill my car either way, so I'm gonna have to pay it.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
I like that guy at the edge. Shut up and pay it. You're gonna have to deal with it.
That is kind of the truth. It's you can't really get too caught up on it because you need the car.
Well, you can complain about it.
You can vote about it, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, you
ride
can
your
vote.
bicycle.
You can ride your bike. And you're going to smell. You could. I don't get it either. I don't know why it goes up so quickly. It seems to me that there's been a lot of, since this war began, the price of oil is $100 a gallon. Now it's 85. Now it's 100. Now it's 120. And it immediately affects the supply that we have right now. I just don't get it. Maybe somebody out there knows.
They just know that.
I did watch a thing about.
Oh, you did?
I did. I watched something. I watched a thing where they were talking about how the gas gets from like through the Strait of Hormuz and then all the way around all the continents and until it has to get to different places.
Sure.
And how long it takes. So then, if things are held up, it's like, okay, well, let's say it was held up for 2 weeks and backed up, and then they open it.
That's happened to me.
They finally get through. And then it takes them, I think they're like, the ships go as fast as like a bicycle. It's like maybe they go like 5 miles an hour or something really, really slow.
Yeah.
And they have to go really, really far. So when things get this backed up, right, like the oil can change from, go up in price or lower in price, but it still means that it's still having to like take as long as it does to get to you. Do Do you know what I mean? So like,
I still don't understand.
so the oil will cost what it costs.
Yes.
But what we're experiencing with gasoline is like, 5 steps after that.
Yeah, and not to mention that we have a war going on.
Not to mention that.
But we have the big, beautiful Gulf. We have the Gulf where there's oil.
Of America.
California, Alaska. You could drill, baby, drill.
You can,
We
but
can't refine it here, they say.
Shut up, lady.
Well, and
Okay.
it's also not. That's also not how global oil sales work. So you have to. It's a whole market all in itself. And
No,
so,
drill.
So even if we did increase our productivity, you would have to basically match what Iran's doing and more to bring the costs down, which we're just not close to that yet.
I still don't. You know what? Thank you guys for trying. You both have done.
But I don't get it. I don't get it. Another thing I don't get is why so many people don't want to hear news about me. I'm the greatest guy
Oh,
there
I know.
is.
Look at this. This is a crazy new survey here. About 6 in 10 say that they try to avoid Trump news.
Why would
Is
they
it so
want?
crazy?
Oh, why would they
Seems
want
pretty
to?
smart.
Seems pretty low, actually. I think it would be 9 out of 10.
I check every day for news about Trump.
Well, that's why I like George.
Yeah.
George is a good guy. He knows
One of the
what's
4.
going.
You gonna make sure that the FCC goes after the Media Insight Project? They're the ones that
I want to
produced
know
this
why.
survey.
I'd like to know why people are not paying attention. Autumn, I know you don't like me.
No.
Why don't you just not pay attention? That way you
I
don't. Okay, great. You're ignorant, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
That's great.
Blissfully ignorant of.
I feel protected.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself.
It is a stark difference between this and what Biden was, where it was almost like a news blackout for months. You wouldn't hear anything from Biden
For years.
forever. Yeah, for 4 years.
The only place you ever heard news about Joe Biden, if it wasn't something positive, was on X, or you'd have to go to like.
Yeah, and there was so much speculation. There wasn't
Yeah.
any.
Well, Fox News would carry things about Trump or about Biden in a negative light, but there really wasn't an awful lot about it.
No, and now every hour there's something new about Trump.
Yeah.
Well, because he does do provocative things and he says things.
He
so,
does.
Like, yeah.
He does.
So
But even the difference is, of course, in the main media, the access media, I hate saying mainstream media, but people know what I'm saying when I say that is there's a certain level of protecting that went on for Joe Biden.
For sure, yeah.
And that was also, and it wasn't just, left-wing people, conservative people did the same thing. And, when we all saw in that debate, wow. And then they acted like they didn't know. When they had that presidential debate where even Trump was like,
God, I'll throw in the towel for him.
It's like, please, get him off the stage.
But this all began in 2015 when he announced that he was running, and then while he was going through the primary process of, insulting his way to the nomination in 2016, the media adored him, and he was on all the late-night shows. And then he won, which they didn't think he was. They wanted him to get the nomination because they thought Hillary would defeat him easily, which even I believed at the time. Once he became president, it was instant Nazi. It was like you opened up a thing and he's instant Nazi.
right, which also muddies the water for things that that you really do want to talk about or want to know about. And then it also gives him some ammunition to say like, well, the media hates me, so they're going to say whatever. And it's like, he's kind of right. Yeah. But also he does say things that are crazy.
Well, that's the fun.
He also wants the story to be about him.
Yeah,
that's a good point. It's almost same side of one, or two different sides of the same coin.
Yeah, it really is.
Media manipulation. One wants a bunch of media stuff. The other one was manipulating the media by hiding from it.
Talk about
right.
me.
Trump feels that no matter what the headline is, as long as people are talking about him, it's positive to him.
And that's fine to feel that way. Just don't be the president and do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
He needs
there
a
needs
talk
to be
show.
other things to focus on instead of like, what is everybody saying about me? OMG.
Yeah, he needs a talk show. That's what he needs.
You'd bring a guest on, and the guest would never get to say anything.
But that's fine. Let him go solo. Give him a radio show.
I love
He'd
the
be great.
movie that you're in right now. The movie that you Harrison Ford. It's so nice to meet you. You were Luke Skywalker, weren't you? Or a ham solo.
I never saw it. I didn't like it.
I
Never
don't like
liked it.
space stuff,
Yeah.
except for the Space Force. Wow, we did a great thing, the Space Force. But Harrison Ford, you're dating Ally McBeal. That's her real name. I can't think of the real. I can't. She's
Callista Flockhart.
Yeah, that lady. She could probably eat a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. She's kind of skinny. I don't like, she's shaped. I like them shapely. Everybody knows. George knows I like them shapely.
Oh, yeah.
But it's nice to meet you, Harrison Ford. I loved, what was my favorite movie that you ever did? God,
got to be Air Force One, right?
No. Regarding Henry.
Oh, yes.
Wow, I'm
I
surprised.
mean, well, he
I'm
faced
shocked.
adversity, He goes out for a pack of cigarettes or something. I don't know what he did. And boom, he gets, he gets pew-pewed. And he has to learn how to be Henry again, and he likes Ritz crackers. And who doesn't like Ritz crackers? I love them, and the little dog is great. And Annette
we're
Bening.
going to commercial.
See, this is the point, Ray. This is exactly why you should be a radio talk show host, Mr. President.
Maybe I'll think about it.
Instead of being a
after.
president. That way you don't have to do the work.
Well, I do have 7 more years in the White House, maybe 6, right, George? So after I run again and have another term, I'll be doing it. But 6 out of 10 people are tired of Trump news, and so we've got a bunch of Trump stories for you.
Yeah, that's right. Starting with his son, Don Jr., apparently there is talks of bringing The Apprentice back. And in this reboot, Trump Jr. would be the host.
Why not Arnold again? That was such a successful.
Oh, yeah, that was. Forgot about that.
I don't know
Trump
anything.
Jr. doesn't have the
charisma,
joie de vivre that Trump has to be able to host a show like that.
He'll learn his lines before the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, and Trump was kind of like, he was thought to have built himself, and obviously he did get a little bit of help from his father, but he built these buildings, and he was this name before
Didn't
he
pay
was
anybody for them.
exactly, but he was
We
a
don't know
name
that for
before he
fact.
was the host of the show. I feel like Don Jr. would be he's getting handed a show.
Well, Don Jr. works really hard. He's gonna cast a long shadow, right? I cast a very long shadow.
And this would only be, this would be on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime's dying for content. I mean, this is a good idea for Amazon Prime to put out an Apprentice reboot. It's not like it's going in a
Was
place
The
that's super
Apprentice
popular.
doing all that well?
No, not at the end.
All right.
Was it? No, not at the end. I mean, he left to do what he wanted to do, but the show was a huge hit.
For sure.
Well, I
in the
know it
beginning.
was. I just didn't know, did it end because he left, or was it because it just
I'm
was...
the new host. I will tell you how to run business successfully.
It was good when Wes Moss was on the show. Wes Moss was when
in
it
season
peaked.
1.
Maybe we get
Season
Wes
2.
Moss's
Season
kid.
2.
In the new
Yeah, there we go.
Hey,
yeah, I'll have my kid in there with the business idea with Don Jr.
All right, let's say hi to Alex Williams, who's following brake lights on I-75 in Marietta.
Hey, good afternoon, Tim, Jared, Autumn, and George. Hope y'all are doing well. It's getting slow. You're right, Tim. If you're making that ride up into Marietta, leaving northwest Atlanta on 75 North, a little bit of volume starts around Delk Road, gets a little heavier through the heart of Marietta, getting past Highway 5, the Canton Road connector, 400 northbound. Those delays are in place in Sandy Springs from 285 up to Northridge Road, and 85 northbound. That ride's also starting to get slow. Starting into Cab from Chamblee Tucker Road, those delays will be on and off the whole way up through Norcross to Indian Trail. Stall just cleared into Cab that was in the second right lane, 285 eastbound, the outer loop before Flat Shoals. But Traffic Trooper Bill tells me in the backup there's another crash just past Boulder Crest Road that is keeping you on the brakes from Moreland Avenue. Traffic brought to you by CummonsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick in under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CummonsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Topical.
And then it hits me, and I'm like, this is a freaking AI lady.
Local.
Green's resignation is going to shrink the Republican majority in the House.
Getting you through your morning.
How does that work?
Mark Arrow.
You've got to be kidding me.
Mark Arrow. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. 95.5 WSB. Atlanta's News and Talk.
When it's time to replace your windows, make sure you have options and get to choose the energy-efficient window that is right for your home, your style, and your budget. Dave Baker here for the only window company I recommend, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson, you're in charge. Choose from many top-rated window manufacturers like Anderson and MI, all backed by Nelson's worry-free lifetime labor warranty. For your replacement windows, pick the company that's more picky than you. Google Nelson Exteriors.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Brian Monahan and Storm Tracker 2 HD, a certified meteorologist tracking storms, warning you up to 5 minutes faster. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
My governor write-in, Ryan Seacrest.
Seacrest out. That was a good one. That was a good one. We were asking you guys, if you could write in somebody, and they have to be from Georgia, they have to be a legend in Georgia, that isn't a political candidate, who would it be? And so far we have Ryan Seacrest, Outcast as a duo. I get it. They're going to take time to do their other projects. And Clark Howard, who out of the three would get my vote.
Man, I have a third now. I want Killer Mike in there.
You can't have, you've already picked two.
Oh, man.
Maybe Killer Mike could be Secretary of State.
That works. He could be the Secretary of
State.
State.
Now you have your entire...
Got Matt Ryan as my governor.
Yeah.
Lieutenant would be Jeff Foxworthy. Secretary of State would be Killer Mike.
Yeah, so if you want to leave us an open mic about that or anything else, it's the open mic feature on the WSB radio app. So people are sick of Trump news. Let's do another Trump story.
Yes, from Politico. Trump and Putin talked about each other's wars in yesterday's big phone call. And I've got a little audio of this here.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. You know, coming from you, that's very interesting. Which war would end first? I don't know. Maybe they're on a similar timetable. I think Ukraine, militarily, they're defeated, okay? You wouldn't know that by reading the fake news, but militarily, look, their Navy. So they had 159 ships. Every ship is right now underwater. Typically, that's pretty good. What do you think, Jared? I mean...
What do you think, Jared? What do you think, Jared? I'm asking you.
He was asking you.
Listen, if both these wars could end soon, I'll be very happy, Mr. President.
Well, he said to Putin, he said to Putin on the phone that Ukraine is defeated. Did he not?
Well, that's the big headline out of that clip, is that he's basically saying Ukraine is militarily defeated.
I don't think so, Mr. President. We are going everywhere asking for money and arms.
And then Putin gave Trump some advice, President Trump some advice. He said, be careful getting back into this war with Iran or you will face dangerous consequences.
Ooh. Is that a threat?
I don't know. Who's even running that? We don't know. That's the thing about all this. We don't get, remember in the old days when we were young and we watched the news and you got the news? Now you have social media giving you news. You have the news giving you news, but who knows if that's true. You can only trust local news. And then there's no newspapers. And it's just all the influencers. You're finding things out, or these fringe news outfits. So it's just kind of hard.
It does seem to be a confirmed mess. I mean, that's why the ceasefire was extended, is because we didn't really know who we were going to exactly negotiate with.
I know.
and
Well,
they couldn't
we
get it
killed them all.
together. Yeah.
We killed them all. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah,
I just want gas to come down.
Amen. Amen on bringing the gas prices down. I think the weird perspective from our end is being the ones that are in control. I know that there's a lot of things that are going incorrectly for us at this point, but there's no doubt that militarily we're controlling things over there.
Fake news.
The problem that I'm having is that we keep saying that we're talking to somebody over there, but then there are other stories where it's like we don't know who's really in control. So who are we talking to? Like that's what I want the specifics on. Are we still talking to this leader of Iran's parliament? Is that who's making these decisions?
I don't know. I don't know who they are.
But just say that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. That's the information we need.
But then that makes him look weak.
No, that sounds like an Iranian guy. He's got a voice, Iranian accent. He speaks in the Farsi. I don't understand Farsi, but some people call it Persian. I call it Farsi. All I would like to do is just wrap this all up. I thought we'd kill everybody, and they go, "Oh, we love you." Like, today. Speaking of great things that I've done, today was the first flight from Miami to Venezuela in a long time.
That's
and
right.
We've established relations with them. They've got beautiful sweet oil. I love it. And the guy from NASA has big ears.
That's right. NASA has praised, I think this is Jared Isaacman, for his beautiful ears. I've got the clip right here.
Are you considering relocating NASA's headquarters out of D.C. once the lease is up? States like Texas, Ohio, and Florida.
Well, the best man to tell you that is the man sitting right over here. You heard that question? With those beautiful ears of yours? He's got great hearing, He's got super hearing.
Trick of the trade, sir.
Those beautiful ears.
That guy does have giant ears.
Well, look, I call him Dumbo. You know who isn't a Dumbo, though? Alex Williams, who was following a crash on 285 in DeKalb.
Hey, I appreciate that, Tim. Yeah, jammed up here, Southside Perimeter. They cleared the stalled Big Rig 285 East before Flat Shoals, but in the backup, crashed in two left lanes. 285 East just past Boulder Crest Road. Delays start back around Moreland Avenue. Stay to your right, or if you really like to, you can take Moreland Avenue northbound, hop on I-20. Speaking of I-20, looks like new trouble in DeKalb County. 20 westbound at 285. At least one lane block there. I'm watching those brake lights fill in back to Panola Road. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorney.
If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle crash, you're probably asking, who do I trust? There's only one firm to call, friends, the attorneys at Sweet James. You've seen them all over Atlanta. Here's what makes them different. Many of the Sweet James attorneys used to represent insurance companies, so they know how they work and what comes next. Sweet James steps in, takes over, helps you get to the right doctors, and handles your case so you can focus on healing. They fight to get you the most money possible and help you get back on the road. They've recovered over $2 billion for injured accident victims, and you pay nothing unless they win. Call for a free case review, 800-9-million, 800-900-0000, and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, like something out of a Star Wars movie, a new AI manufacturing lab opens on Georgia Tech's campus.
There are 15 labs inside this new facility with robots working to create whatever manufacturing task given to them. Anything from robotic trucks to robots they call scientists, handling samples and pushing buttons on machinery. Mechanical engineering professor Aaron Stebner says they work together.
All of them operate and connect to each other in a digital simulated environment called a traffic manager.
Professors and companies can test AI and other manufacturing products in this space. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
73 degrees in Atlanta. When do rain showers return and how long will they stick around? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. The weekly drought monitor update is out, and Christina says there's not much improvement despite recent rains.
As of this week, 100% of the state of Georgia is experiencing severe drought. 81% of the state is in extreme drought, and 33% of the state of Georgia is experiencing exceptional drought conditions.
There is a small pocket of northeast Georgia experiencing the exceptional drought conditions. 6 teenagers are hurt in a one-vehicle crash in Coweta County. All of the students are from Northgate High School. The State Patrol says the teen driver was going too fast around a curve on Vaughn Road and struck a power pole. 2 girls have serious injuries and had to be airlifted from the scene to the hospital. After a 76-day partial government shutdown, the House finally passes a Department of Homeland Security funding bill.
The House passed a measure funding much of DHS, including the Coast Guard, FEMA, and the TSA. Connecticut Democratic Representative Rosa DeLauro proposed the bill more than 70 days ago.
It is about damn time that you come forward and do this.
But ICE and Border Patrol aren't included, and Republicans in both chambers are looking to fund them through a process allowing them to pass a bill without support from Senate Democrats.
Correspondent Allison Keyes reports the measure has already passed the Senate. It now goes to President Trump. More than 1,100 TSA workers quit during this latest shutdown. The man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner will remain locked up. U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro says suspect Cole Allen is dangerous.
This defendant was calculated. He was premeditated. He had every intention of killing the president.
In court today, Allen waived his right to challenge his detention before his trial. The 31-year-old from California was allegedly armed with a shotgun, pistol, knives when he raced toward the Hilton Ballroom where President Trump was seated Saturday night. A bill that would ban AI chatbots from talking to kids is moving forward on Capitol Hill. Republican Senator Ted Cruz says this is a huge problem as the technology becomes more available.
AI chatbots that are pushing self-harm to our kids, that are pushing suicide to our kids, that needs to stop.
The GUARD Act mandates age verification and creates new criminal prohibitions on companies whose chatbots solicit or produce sexual content. Georgia kicks off a campaign aimed at preventing hot car deaths.
As the weather heats up, the message is simple. Look again. Commissioner Amy Jacobs of the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning says every year dozens of children across the country die after being left inside of parked cars.
Pediatric vehicular heat stroke is a real
ever-present threat to children and 100% preventable.
Data shows that when the temperature outside of a vehicle is 80 degrees, inside it can be over 100 degrees. State officials say so far this year, 8 children in Georgia have been left inside vehicles. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia's job market remains strong. The state labor department says the unemployment rate is down to 3.5%. A record number of people are employed in Georgia at more than 5.2 million. There were big increases last month in health care and social assistant jobs in the state. Nearly 24 puppies have been rescued from the wildfires in South Georgia. They were at the shelter in Brantley County. About half of them are now up for adoption. The Atlanta Humane Society says the puppies were taken to their center in Marietta. It is now 4:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
New trouble, our traffic jumper spot in northwest Atlanta, Bill. Center lane stall, 75 southbound, just below West Paces Ferry, exit 255. Once you get past it, it slows yet again right at Moore's Mill Road, all the way through Midtown and downtown. The 85-400 merge is where it really jams up southbound out of Buckhead in northeast Atlanta. Your northbound delay is in place starting at Langford Parkway. Better news, south side perimeter crash. It was in a few left lanes, 285 eastbound past Boulder Crest Road. That has cleared, so hopefully those delays back to Jonesboro Road will improve as well. How are things looking on I-20 in DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
DeKalb County drivers, the lanes are getting messy on I-20 eastbound. That's right at 285. Those slowdowns stay with you all the way into Stonecrest past Panola Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Drier air moving in for tonight, cooling down to the mid-50s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy, high around 72. Rain showers return late tomorrow evening, continuing into Saturday morning, but drying out by Saturday afternoon.
Right now it's 69 in Mableton, 74 in Norcross, and 73 in College Park. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
5-star reviews tell the Painting Plus story, but seeing is believing.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. Our work is so exceptional that I'm proud to show you. Just click on recent projects in your area and see the amazing work we've crafted for your neighbors.
Painting Plus. Anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where fine jewelry is always crafted with care no matter the price. Mother's Day, birthdays and graduations, weddings and anniversaries, the new job you got, and even the one you didn't. Give a birthstone necklace, a heart-shaped locket made in Italy, or high-quality diamond studs you can trade up every year. At Shane Company, we have something for everyone, because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
Spring cleaning starts with zero res carpet and air duct cleaning. Mention WSB Radio and get 3 rooms cleaned for $129. No one cleans like zero res. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals. Just carpets that stay cleaner longer. Also, don't forget that air ducts circulate the air you breathe, and dust can end up right back on your floors. April appointments are filling up very fast. Don't wait. Visit ZeroResAtlanta.com to book today. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
School is almost out now. You know what that means. Backyard barbecues, pool days, plenty of people seeing your home too. So do what I did and get your place looking clean with Wise Guys Pro Wash. One call, quick quote. They handled everything. House, patio, the driveway too. Sparkling clean, and I didn't even need to be home. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and you'll get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com before spots fill up.
So at the beginning of the show, we asked people who they would nominate or write in for governor, who isn't a politician but is central to Georgia. And so far we've had Outcast, Clark Howard, and Ryan Seacrest. And I do want to say that Brian Baumgartner is a good choice.
Oh.
But not for president.
Yeah, somebody said that they wanted them to be the president of Georgia. You can be the governor of Georgia, not the president of Georgia.
Not the president. You can't be the president of Georgia. I'm the president of all the states, including Georgia. Hey, Jared, you go out a lot. You go to bars where they play music, right?
I do.
Jukeboxes still?
You can go to those ones where you, like, sign up with your app and play music
Yeah.
that way.
Okay, I didn't know if they
Yeah,
still
it's a
had.
digital jukebox.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't put the money in.
No, not like that anymore. Those are long gone.
Well, in my bar hopping days, I used to go to this place in East Atlanta. It's no longer there. It was called the Gravity Pub. And I believe, I don't even remember what street it was on, but it was a cool bar. They had a really good jukebox, a lot of old country music. And it was there where I was we're going back to the late 90s, early 2000s. I was sort of introduced to David Allan Coe, who was a legendary outlaw, self-styled outlaw country singer who passed away yesterday. He was 86 years old. Now, he's responsible for a #1 song in the late 70s. He didn't sing it. He does sing it. It's on one of his albums. But the person who took it to a hit was a guy by the name of Johnny Paycheck. Are you familiar with this song?
Yes.
Okay. I know, Autumn, you're old like me.
I know. I
It's a
know
great
the
song.
other one that I was drunk with my mama.
Well, we're going
brought
to
out
get
of
to that
prison.
one. But this Johnny Paycheck song, #1 on the country charts for 2 weeks and did very, very well. It was on a lot of different types of radio, not just country. It was a pop hit as well. And then I think Johnny Paycheck had a lot of problems of his own and never really had any more hits after that. Went to jail, and there was gunplay, I believe.
Those paychecks stopped.
But the one song that David Allan Coe put out that became sort of a bar anthem, and I would hear this everywhere when I would go out to bars, was "You Didn't Even Call Me By My Name." Are you familiar with that one?
I am.
Okay. I'm proud of you that you know these songs.
Yeah. I went through a big old school country phase when I was a teenager, and I really went through all the classics. When I was a kid, I hated it. I was like, I don't like
Patsy
country
Cline.
music. Yeah, Patsy Cline was in there, Johnny Cash, a lot of the classics like that, and then that kind of went into my modern country too. So that's why I have a little country roots.
I knew a lot of classic country, but I would make fun of it a lot. And then in I think it was 91, I don't even remember, 90 or 91, I had a job, my first radio job where I was talking on the air as a DJ was at a country station. I had no idea who any of these people were. So that's where I was introduced to Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire. I knew Randy Travis, but by that time he didn't have any hits. So that's how I sort of got introduced to modern country, and I've sort of liked it. And I don't like it now because I don't like auto-tune or songs about bro country and trucks and beers and stuff.
And bro country's all about babes now too.
Yes, but this is a great song. You can fade it out. It didn't mention trucks or mamas or getting drunk.
It did talk about mama.
Oh, I know, but that's what he says toward the end.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he says it wasn't his friend wrote the song, and he goes, it wasn't the perfect country western song because it didn't mention anything about trucks.
Then he does it at the
That's
verse,
right.
Yeah,
And then he does the next song. The next
yeah,
part of
and
the
that's
song.
how he ends the song. So rest in peace. He did make, unfortunately, a very, some people know this, it's deep lore. He made a very controversial dirty country album with some unfortunate, we can't even say the titles of the song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know about that.
Yeah, don't go looking for it.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Hit me with a story.
A former Chick-fil-A employee in Grapevine, Texas, that's near the Dallas area.
Grapevine, Texas?
That's right, has been arrested for allegedly stealing more than $800,000 of Chick-fil-A mac and cheese through a refund fraud scheme.
800 or 80?
$80,000.
Okay.
Excuse me, I said 800,000.
That's a lot of mac and cheese.
Either way, that's a lot of money. Yeah.
So what was he stealing it? Tell me what happened, because I can't fathom taking $80,000 worth.
So
I did steal a bunch of frozen chicken breasts from Fuddruckers. They're out of business.
Oh, you might still be in the statute of limitations.
Nah.
The suspect, his name is Keyshawn Jones. He was fired back in November, and after being fired, he repeatedly sneaked back into the store. He would ring up fake orders for roughly 800 trays of mac and cheese on the register, then immediately process the refunds on those orders. But instead of directing it back to the store, he would refund the money to his own credit card.
Oh, so he
Well, is it to gift cards or to?
It's at
credit
his
card?
own personal credit card, is what
All
it
right,
says here.
so
Oh, okay.
he didn't physically take $80,000 worth of mac and cheese. 'Cause
Correct.
Where would you put it?
Correct.
I mean,
In
if
your
you
stomach.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, for the next 5 years, you'd have to keep it in the freezer. Their mac and cheese is really good.
It
by
is
the way.
good.
Good job on that Chick-fil-A. But so he was scamming it. He was ringing it up, then refunding it to
How
himself.
was he doing that after he'd been fired?
Well, I guess he knows the ins and outs.
Yeah, I guess he knew the secret door that they kept unlocked, because it says here that he snuck back into the restaurant and
Probably still
would
had
bring
his
it-
uniform, and people
But he had
didn't
to
know
go
who
to
he
a
was.
register.
Yeah, I know, but they're not paying attention. Obviously, if he could get in there and do that,
You did it on Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah, there
good
we go.
point. Yes, George, absolutely.
But wait a minute, they're closed on Sunday. Isn't
That's
there?
the joke. He's joking.
I don't get it. Is there one that's open on Sundays? Is it one of the dwarf houses?
No,
It might be.
None of them.
None of them are open.
I
No,
thought maybe,
none
or
of them
maybe
are
that
open.
one in Morrow.
No, none of them are open on
None.
Sundays. I can assure you that.
I swear to God, I went to
Don't
a
lie to me, Jared.
Chick-fil-A one time. George, look into that. Say, is there at least one that's open on Sundays? There's one that serves hamburgers, isn't there?
That is correct. Yes, Truett's does serve, or the
That's
Dwarf
another
House
bar.
does serve hamburgers.
Yeah.
But only on that side of the restaurant.
Are they made out of chicken or ham?
They are made out of. You could get a chicken sandwich. You can get a hamburger in that one. It's fun.
You're best to trust Jared on Chick-fil-A. There are no Chick-fil-A's.
I
open on
swear.
No,
I didn't.
promise.
Hey, I wasn't challenging Jared. I
That
just
sure
wanted-
seemed like it.
I was.
Trust but verify. That's my.
Autumn, you
And
come
I'm
at
a big
me.
enough
You come
man
at
to
me.
say when I'm wrong, and I was wrong.
You are a pretty big man. I
Thank you.
appreciate you telling us all about your transformation.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This young man could face property theft, money laundering, and then evading arrest. If convicted, he could face up to 10 years in state prison.
probably
for
one
this.
of them liberal DAs
Yeah,
is going
right.
to let him out on bail, and he's going to go steal more mac and cheese. He's the mac and cheese.
I
there.
gotta give him credit
10
for his.
years?
10 years is ridiculous. That's
For
Yeah,
theft?
people beat women up for years and then get 6 months in jail.
Maybe he's got some priors.
Yeah, maybe he has priors. Maybe he stole some hash browns from McDonald's.
Yeah, he goes to all the fast foods.
I know how to ring it up and get
Yeah.
it back to my card.
See, I really read I read the headline only, not the story, and I thought he physically stole macaroni and cheese because that would be.
Well, that's what it says, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's meant to get you drawn in about that. The mac and cheese was certainly implicated
It's
in the
some
story.
good clickbait.
certainly.
But
It also makes you hungry for Chick-fil-A.
it sure does. Works in more ways than one.
Well, we have time for one more. Nah, I think we ought to take a break.
Yeah, you know what? Let's check traffic. Let's see what Alex is doing.
Let's see what Alex says. Alex says Georgia 400 is slow in Sandy Springs.
Yeah, Tim, we're watching that slow ride, 400 northbound. It starts just north of I-285, or that 285 ramp getting onto 400 north. That's slow as well. All of it getting up to the North Springs MARTA station. A few more brake lights scattered about between Alpharetta and Cumming. If you are traveling I-85 northbound, roughest patches from Chamblee Tucker Road up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Then you're going to slow again between Duluth and Suwanee from right around Sugarloaf Parkway up past Highway 317. What's the story on I-75 in Cobb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Heads up for Marietta drivers that drive on 75 southbound. It's slow at North Marietta Parkway, making your way all the way down to 285. And a similar story on 75 northbound at Windy Hill Road in Marietta. Those delays extend all the way into Kennesaw. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Is your air conditioning system ready to answer the challenge of the hot and humid days we know are coming? Take advantage of this great offer from Ragsdale Heating and Air. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. They have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Hey, this is that Rick Jackson spot.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang. I know, right?
What do you have, sugar?
I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
He's tough. Yeah, no tolerance for criminal illegals, no DEI.
No covering up for do-nothing career politicians either.
You know, Jackson came from nothing and built one of the biggest businesses in Georgia. Now he wants to cut the income tax in half and freeze property taxes. Yeah, but not for deadbeats.
Listen, I love this part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt? Binge watch Netflix and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Be still my heart.
Bingo. Amen to that.
Rick Jackson for Georgia, not a career politician. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Selling your home doesn't have to take over your life. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With Orchard, it's all about convenience. You get cash up front from your current home, so you can buy your next one first. No waiting, no juggling deadlines, no trying to line everything up just right. You move when it's convenient for you. Then Orchard handles the rest. Repairs, upgrades, staging, marketing, everything needed to get your old home sold for top dollar. No constant showings, no last-minute cleanups, no rearranging your schedule around buyers. And when your home sells, you get the proceeds. That's your second payout. It's one streamlined process designed to make your move easier from start to finish. You don't have to manage every step. You don't have to stress over the details. You just move forward. Start with a free home valuation today at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text MAX to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text MAX to 797979 for a link to your exclusive offer. Text MAX to 797979. That's MAX to 797979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
Your time is important, and my friends at Cars for Kids respect your time. Hey, it's Shelley Winter. Cars for Kids offers quick, hassle-free pickup of your old vehicle. Just fill out the easy online form in minutes, and they'll send someone to tow away your unused car. You've heard the jingle. You know these good folks. Cars for Kids is hands down the fastest and easiest way to get rid of your old car. Do a good deed without wasting time. Go to carsforkids.org today. That's cars with a K.
Hulk angry. Hulk want to be governor of Georgia.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. Dr. Bruce Banner is not a resident of Georgia. So
He would have been good.
Although we don't know. The Hulk can jump from state to state.
That's true.
One big leap. But I believe he's a scientist, so he trusts the science and he knows what he's talking about.
We'll just get him some residency. He can live in Georgia for a little bit, and then he can. We'll put him with Ryan Seacrest.
And by the way, I like that Hulk better. I like the Hulk who used to say in the comic books, "Hulk smash," or the angry, uncontrolled rage Hulk. I don't like the what's that actor's name who plays him now?
Oh, you're talking about the
in the Avengers,
super political guy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, now I'm blanking on.
He's a good
Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. He's a good actor, but I don't like that Hulk. Oh, well, maybe we ought to just do it this way from now. Autumn, are you there?
She might be returning to her mic shortly.
Okay,
You know?
she had to go to the bathroom. But this story is right in her wheelhouse.
Well, actually, I have another open mic for you.
Oh, you
Tim,
do?
this is going to bring you down memory lane here. We were talking about food in the last segment.
I hate memory lane.
And,
I trip over things.
This is going to trigger some memories for you, buddy.
Hey, this message is for Eric and the Doctrinaires, most specifically Tim.
Okay.
Tim, I got a question for you.
Go ahead, shoot.
When you were working at Bob Evans, did anybody ever approach you with proposition, maybe something like the Denny's plan? Anyways, found it interesting. Figured, maybe you could expand on that.
Well, the Denny's down the street did have a lady working there, where one of the waitresses who worked for me at this Bob Evans in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, used to say to me, "We call her Diggums." And I said, "Why do you call her Diggums?" She goes, "I can't say." And then eventually she told me why they called her Diggums. Because she was a line cook who would scratch herself.
No.
Oh.
You guess where. While
nice.
she was cooking. But no, nobody. So Denny's, is subpar compared to Bob Evans. Bob Evans has always been the tier level of the pullover breakfast places for me.
The fast casual, yes.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing.
You think it still is?
I don't know. It's probably owned. Now, I don't know if they still own it or not. the whole thing about working there was cool because you went through this management training program. And then the very first time I ever got on an airplane was to fly from Pennsylvania to Columbus, Ohio, which is where their headquarters are. And then you go through like a weekend class, and everybody goes out and drinks at other restaurants. And you get a tour of the guy's office. So the guy's office are all made out of stones. The inside of his office has stones all over it that are pulled from some river in Ohio, and they're coated with leather made from pigskin. So it's a PETA fantastic place that people from PETA would love to go to. But that's their thing, the sausage. So, no, but our biggest competitor at the time when I worked there was Cracker Barrel, and I remember they opened one right across the street. And boy, things got testy. I had to get out of there.
I bet.
That's why I moved here, because I couldn't handle the heat.
The Cracker Evans War.
You were running.
I could not handle the Cracker Evans War. It was just something about it scared me. You know, the Cracker Barrel guy would come over with the chair. And
Uncle Herschel.
Well, he would come over with the chair, and he would hit one of the dishwashers leaving at night.
Yeah, Uncle Herschel. You can't trust him.
He didn't care.
He did well. You know, it's just it got really, really testy. I thought about going to work with Diggums down at Denny's down the street there. But I don't know that I can handle it. No, it was a cool place to work. I will say that. Do we have time for that package? Hopefully I answered that question. I never got the Denny's plan.
I think you did. I think you did a good job answering that open micer there. Autumn, have fun with this one.
10 days after they were reported missing, there's still no sign of 3 bald eagles that disappeared from their enclosure at a sanctuary at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. A tree uprooted by powerful storms had compromised their aviary. Now the American Eagle Foundation is welcoming new tips and leads.
Keep your eyes on the skies.
CEO Lori Moore.
They are identifiable primarily with a band that is located on one of their legs that would be orange or black.
She says 3 of the birds have injuries that affect their movement. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
My movement.
Those eagles are gone.
2
I'm sorry,
birds
they're
down.
gone. They're gone.
Well, Dolly, what about the birds? What happened to them?
know. They just darn flew off.
Try our new eagle stew. Don't joke about the eagles.
Yes.
Yeah,
American treasure.
What are you holding up?
We hope that they return safely. I'm saying, hey, in the 5 o'clock hour, don't go anywhere.
Oh.
We're going to have our keyword for the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway.
Oh, that's right. You got to stick with us. And stick with Alex. I almost said it. Stick with Alex Williams, because there is another crash on 285 into Cap.
Hey, good catch, Tim. Yeah, there's about a third one in the last hour. This one's 285 eastbound, the outer loop in Moreland Avenue, exit number 53. Wasn't a couple of center lanes. They got it off to the right, now to Cab Fire Rescue in the right lane. So that's going to just impact the ride even more so as you leave I-75. 285 east and southbound, slowing from Georgia 400 down to Highway 78 in Clarkston. And it looks like trouble into Cab 20 westbound at 285. That ride's very slow back to Stonecrest. Might want to consider Covington Highway. What's 285 looking like heading toward the west side, Isabella Rodriguez?
285 westbound right now is slow out from Georgia 400, and those slowdowns stay with you all the way to I-75. And then the ride on 285 southbound is a similar story, with all lanes crowded out from 275, from I-75 all the way down to I-20. Report brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Spring cleaning starts with zero res carpet and air duct cleaning. Mention WSB Radio and get 3 rooms cleaned for $129. No one cleans like zero res. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals. Just carpets that stay cleaner longer. Also, don't forget that air ducts circulate the air you breathe, and dust can end up right back on your floors. April appointments are filling up very fast. Don't wait. Visit ZeroResAtlanta.com to book today. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
Summer is almost here, and let's be real, your house looks like it's been hiding under a pile of pollen, doesn't it? Just like mine in that dirty driveway. Ooh, not fooling anybody either. That's why I called Wise Guys Pro Wash. They gave me a quote, showed up the next day, and bam, clean house, sparkling patio, and a deck I actually want to sit on. With more than 2,000 5-star Google reviews, Wise Guys is the only company I trust to get my home summer ready. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Mike Shields and triple team traffic. Hundreds of cameras. Crash and construction warnings. The best alternate routes. Join us. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood. So when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, a teen driving crash injures several students in Coweta County.
There were 6 Northgate High students involved in a one-vehicle accident on Vaughn Road at approximately 11:15 a.m.
A spokeswoman with Coweta County Schools says emergency crews were on the scene quickly and the students were taken to the hospital. The State Patrol says 2 girls with serious injuries had to be airlifted by helicopter. The driver of the car was going too fast around a curve and slammed into a power pole. It is 73 degrees in Atlanta. Will Saturday be a washout? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This is new at 5 o'clock. A DeKalb County police sergeant is facing child sex charges. The FBI's arrested Cameron Livesey on 1 count of intent to view images of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct. DeKalb police say Livesey has been placed on administrative leave with pay pending the outcome of the investigation. The department will also conduct an internal investigation. One of Atlanta's top 10 most wanted is now behind bars.
Atlanta police say with the help of U.S. Marshals and the Clayton County SWAT team, they were able to take DeAndre Stover into custody. The 21-year-old Stover was on the city's top 10 most wanted fugitives list in connection to a fatal shooting in June of 2023. Police say Stover and the victim got into an argument in front of a furniture store that escalated into gunfire. When officers arrived, they found the victim already deceased. Stover's capture marks the second arrest of a person on the most wanted list in a week. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
Early voting is off to a fast start ahead of the May 19th primary elections in Georgia. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger gives us an update today.
We have our online data hub, and we're at 129,737 right now as we're speaking. But it's been record turnout across the state.
He expects about 70 to 75% of Georgians to vote early. Early voting continues through May 15th. Election day in Georgia is May 19th. The Homeland Security shutdown is finally over. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports the funding battle started in mid-February.
After weeks of inaction, the longest federal agency funding lapse in history ended in mere seconds without a roll call.
All those in favor say aye.
By a voice vote, the House cleared a bill the Senate passed more than a month ago, funding all aspects of the Department of Homeland Security except for immigration enforcement. That will be dealt with separately using the reconciliation process that Democrats can't block with a Senate filibuster. It could see tens of billions more dollars going to ICE and the Border Patrol.
Georgia Tech launches a new AI-focused lab.
Right now we have 15
19 different labs, all operated by robots.
Mechanical engineering professor Aaron Stebner says this facility will be testing a lot of different AI technologies before they are used by people. They hope one day anyone can use the space to test and build new things. Those who need cancer screenings the most may not be getting them, even though there are programs available.
After looking at data from federally funded health centers that serve some 29.8 million Americans, University of Georgia researchers find there's a big disparity between people who live in low-income areas and those who don't when it comes to screenings.
So we looked at cervical cancer screening, breast cancer screening, and colorectal cancer screening. And colorectal cancer screening showed the largest gap.
Lead researcher Eunhye Chen says that's concerning, as people in these more vulnerable areas tend to be at a higher risk of developing cancer since they tend to have poorer diets, less physical activity, and higher tobacco use. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Gas prices are going from bad to worse.
We are now up to $4.35 a gallon. That's the highest level since July of 2022. We're only 16 cents a gallon away now from that $4.50 a gallon mark.
Gas Buddy's Patrick DeHaan says this will continue as long as there's no resolution to the stalemate in the Strait of Hormuz. Gas prices in Georgia today average almost $3.76 a gallon. It is 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts with Alex Williams.
Still watching a pretty slow ride. The slowest one to the northern suburbs, definitely I-75 in Cobb County, Bill, where the brake lights really jam in. North of 285, right around Delk Road. Not going to find much relief till you get up to Barrett Parkway. Southbound also slow as you leave Marietta trying to get on to 285. That's because 285 south has been so slow this afternoon, getting down to I-20, the West Freeway. Speaking of I-20 over into DeKalb County, looks like that crash might have cleared out of the roadway. I-20 westbound at I-285, but still slow back to the mall at Stonecrest. Checking the ride into a busy downtown, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
We're still seeing delays into the city, especially on 75 out past West Paces Ferry Road, with a stalled vehicle in the center lane that's causing delays. We're also seeing delays starting at Georgia 400 southbound at Lenox Road, staying all the way into Midtown. We're also seeing northbound delays into the city on 75-85 at Langford Parkway through Midtown. From the next traffic report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Drier air moving into metro Atlanta this evening. Temperatures tonight dropping down to the low to mid-50s. Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, high around 72. Rain showers will arrive late tomorrow evening and continue to move through the metro region through Saturday morning. But Saturday's not a complete washout. We will dry out through the afternoon, highs in the upper 60s, cooling down to the 40s for Sunday morning. Sunshine for Sunday afternoon, highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Monday, mostly sunny, morning lows in the 40s, daytime high 75.
72 in Marietta, 75 in Suwanee, and 72 in Union City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. Von Hessler not in today. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. But, hey, it's 5 o'clock, so you know what that means. It's the 5 o'clock hour. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is DRIVE, D-R-I-V-E. Just go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that word is DRIVE, D-R-I-V-E. It says here, use in a sentence if you're feeling really generous. The song that was playing as we rejoined from the commercial break is called Drive by the Cars.
Can't go on thinking.
And no, Jared, you can't win. You have a beautiful voice, I'll admit. Everybody should tell you that when you sing.
Keep on singing. You know, we'll just do the last half of the show here. You sing the entire time.
All right, you got requests?
Autumn sings the hits.
Yeah.
Autumn will sing your favorite
if
song.
you like pina coladas.
You just have to get progressively drunker. Like, remember I used to be a
Getting
performer.
caught in the rain. Yeah, I got caught in the rain.
Now that song, I love that song. Do you know, historically, this is a trivia fact for you, Autumn.
Okay.
That song by Rupert Holmes was the final #1 song of the 1970s and the first #1 song of 1980.
Oh, that's cool.
And he wrote it, and the lyrics are terrible.
Yeah.
It's a dumb song where a guy's reading the personal ads while he's in bed with his girlfriend. He sees a personal ad. He writes to the personal ad. They decide to meet at a bar. They meet at the bar, and it's his girlfriend, his own lovely lady.
Yep.
And she said, it's you. And they were cheating, but they realized, hey, we're cheating, and
Together.
maybe we really do like each other, even though he didn't know she liked pina coladas
That's right. Or getting caught in the rain
or the smell of the ocean.
if you have half a brain.
Yeah, that too. Speaking of half a brain, let's do stories.
You got what a seg there.
Hey, I couldn't think of anything else, Jared. You don't have to be so critical.
I liked it.
We can go talk. I'm sure our program director would love it if I talked about the rest of Rupert Holmes's hit song.
Are there others?
There's a classic song called "Him," which George will play as we go to
Okay,
commercial break.
There are monkeys in the area of Spain called
The area or the country?
Well, it's an area. So
An area of the country.
It's in the southern part of Spain,
Okay.
kind of near where Spain gets super close to like Morocco, right?
Yeah.
like down the southern
Straits
part
of
of it.
Gibraltar.
Yeah, Gibraltar, exactly. And there are these monkeys there that they survive off eating junk food from tourists. And these Cambridge University researchers have come and explored the area, and they have found that these monkeys that are there eat soil to help with the digestive problems that they get from eating all that junk food.
So they're not getting nutrients. Isn't that right, Autumn? You know about eating dirt. I mean, the potential benefits would be.
Yeah, I would guess that it has some carbon in it in the soil to help with digestion, like the way that Pepto-Bismol doesn't have like carbon in it or something.
I don't know what Pepto-Bismol has in it.
It's
but
like
it
charcoal.
works.
Like I'm sorry, like charcoal. Like
Charcoal.
if you are in the bush and you're not feeling well,
You eat dirt.
You eat a little charcoal.
Uh-huh.
It'll kind of help you with that digestion.
Yeah, and if your dog eats chocolate, you give it charcoal or hydrogen peroxide to help
Yeah.
absorb and make them throw up. I do feel kind of worried about this because Mickey Dolenz is the only monkey that's left, and I would hate to see him have to eat dirt to get nutrition.
That is pretty sad.
Does it say in the article why they do it?
It says, okay, that there are a couple
I mean,
reasons.
Autumn already told
Well, number
us,
one, it's they realize that they are getting like tummy aches and they're not feeling well, so because they eat all
It's
that
like
junk.
instinctual.
Yeah, it's instinctual. And what's really cool about it that I think popped out to me the most is that it's both functional and cultural. So it's learned and then passed down socially within these different troops of monkeys. And that's unique there. I mean, the fact that you're like, oh, okay, like grandma's over there eating dirt, so I guess I'll eat dirt too.
Grandma.
Yeah, grandma.
I'm an old monkey. It's how I live to be 12.
Exactly.
I
So
don't know how long they live. I don't assume monkeys live as long as the great apes do.
I doubt it, with considering their size. But hey,
And how tasty they are.
10 to 50 years.
Really? Well, that's a
Depends on
huge
the monkey.
range.
There's a ton of different types of monkeys.
Yeah, 10 to 50 years. Is that general or the ones he's talking about?
Do we have a type of monkey in this story?
yeah, it's a I'm gonna
dirt
butcher,
eater.
I'm gonna butcher it here. It's the Barbary. Barbary, and then is it Macquae? How do you say that word? It's Macaqueus.
I don't know.
Maquis.
Macaqueus.
I don't
20
know.
to 25 years.
Okay, so
Barbary macaque.
Grandma's
Macaque.
25 years old.
Yeah,
Eating dirt.
so they learn the behavior and
Eating the dirt
Macaque.
again.
It's macaque.
Macaque.
Ah, there we
Yes.
go. Thank you, Autumn. But Dr. Joe will be very proud about this. It helps with their gut health.
Yeah, that's right. Anytime you look, if you have a bad gut, I tell everybody that come into my office, I say, go eat dirt, but don't eat the red clay. Make sure it's the dirt that has the nutrients in it, because the red clay will get stuck in your tummy, and and then your poop will be red.
It says here that it has a lot of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium inside. So
Yeah.
those are
So Autumn was
nutrients.
correct.
Well, I didn't say any of those things. I said carbon.
Well, you're wrong.
Along the same lines.
Autumn's
Yeah.
a moron who doesn't know why monkeys eat dirt.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
We expected
you
you
guys.
to be we expected you to be the expert on this, Autumn.
Yeah, I do love a monkey,
I used to have
and I do love dirt.
When
So.
Mom and I first moved to the town where I grew up, Mansfield, Pennsylvania, we lived in a house that was a split house. There was apartments in it, and right next to us was a pet store. It was called McAllister's Pet Shop, and they had a monkey
Yeah, it's old school.
that they would keep chained to a pole during the day, and it was in the front yard. So I was 6 years old, fascinated by this monkey, and I would always try to get around it. One day I got brave enough, and I remember it. put my hand toward its face, and it bit my finger.
Oh.
And I was very angry, but I couldn't do anything about it. But that monkey was there the whole time we lived there. It was like it was exact same monkey because I remember the face that they had on that radio station, that Steve and Vicky show.
Okay.
So
I've never met a monkey. I'd love to meet a monkey.
Yeah, go to church.
Go to church.
No, that's a joke. That's when
I
want a date. You need to go to church.
Oh, very.
Oh,
It's
you have a
not-
library? A lot of good girls up in there.
Library. You could go to the mall.
Sometimes I don't know if I want to meet a monkey or be a monkey.
I would like to be a monkey.
Ooh, you would?
Yeah, because they have such good hand and foot strength that they can climb things. I would actually rather be a chimpanzee, a full-grown chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Would you? But there's a lot of chance that someone could like rip your jaw off if you do the wrong move. You know?
Well, no, I mean, like, I would want to have my not my bad joking skills that I just told, but I would like to have the strength and the sometimes a chimpanzee is very handsome.
No tail.
What about a gorilla?
Nah, they're too angry and their heads are too big. I wouldn't be able to find a hat. You could put a hat on a chimpanzee.
Well, chimpanzees are way more angry than gorillas.
Well, I'd be the calm one. I'm not saying I want their attributes, their mental attributes or their behavioral. I just want to have the strength and look like.
Okay.
You won me over when you said hat on a chimpanzee. That sounds cute.
Well, you can put a cute hat on them. You can teach them to drive.
Little T-shirt.
Gorilla can't fit in a car. Can't wear a hat. You'd have to get one of those oversized hats.
Car.
I'd love Tim to be my chimpanzee buddy.
I would be. You know what? I'd be the chimpanzee in Cannonball Run 2, who drove the car while Tony Danza hid in the back.
You could drive my car any day as a chimpanzee, Tim.
I think it would be cool just to, if you were,
love.
It is.
If you were a chimpanzee or I guess one of these kind of monkeys here, I think just traveling through the forest with your troop, right? You're just going, you're like, what's up, bro? What's up, sis?
Again,
like
a lot of politics, a lot of like.
Wow.
There's a lot going on with these troops.
You think it's any more complicated than what we deal with as humans? I mean, I
probably not, but in a way more like murdery way.
Yeah, I guess you would have to watch out for
there's
jealous
not as,
monkey.
The straight of bananas, mom.
I'd want to be like General Thade in the terrible Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie.
I don't remember.
Which one's that?
That was the one that Tim Burton did that nobody liked.
No, who's General Thade?
Oh, he was the leader of everybody. He was the chimpanzee that led everybody.
Oh, okay.
We can stop talking about monkeys and chimps now
Well,
because
just don't stop naming things that none of us know.
Hey, it's not my fault you don't know anything about pop culture. I want to look like Cornelius from Planet of the Apes. You get that
There you
one?
go.
Yes.
We know who that is. We know who that is.
Okay, great. The great Roddy McDowell. Alex Williams is checking the ride on 85 into Gwinnett County.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. Seeing the brake lights, 85 northbound. They find you right around Chamblee Tucker. The heaviest of them going to be getting past the merge with 285 up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Then a few more brake lights, maybe some new trouble I'm looking for now. 85 northbound between Duluth and Swanee, just north of Old Peachtree Road. 316 eastbound, delays between Lawrenceville and Decula, getting out to that stoplight there at Winder Highway. How are things looking this afternoon on Georgia 400, Isabella Rodriguez?
Georgia 400 northbound is stacked up right now, especially as you make your way past 285. Those things smooth out once you get past Northridge Road, but further north, we're seeing those delays getting crowded in Alpharetta at Windward Parkway, slowing you down into Cumming. This report is sponsored by Whole's Food Market. Save on organics at Whole's Food Market. Get a 16-ounce container of organic strawberries for $4.79 each with Prime through May 5th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Get the WSB radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, you've talked for years about the importance of having a financial plan in place because it gives us that roadmap for the journey of retirement. That helps us navigate the ups and the downs, when life doesn't go to script. But hey, when can we ever count on life to go according to script?
Yeah, it never does, but we can script it out for you financially. And this is a pretty robust offer that we would present to you today. The first step is you call us or you go to unleashyourmoney.com and click that portfolio x-ray button or the 401k x-ray. That'll allow us to do about a 10 to 14 page report. We give it to you. It assesses exactly what's included in your financial life, all of your investments. From there, if you want us to take step 2 for you, again, completely complimentary, free of charge, we will build you an income plan to replace your paycheck in retirement. That income plan also includes tax strategies, which are extremely important for people in today's environment. Then, if you want us to take the final step, we can fold all of that into a full financial plan and map it out for the rest of your life or until age 100. All 3 of those offers, completely free of charge, completely complimentary. I would start with that portfolio X-ray. It'll take us a few hours to generate the report. We do all that behind the scenes. We give it to you in a half an hour, 45-minute meeting. Very valuable information for you to have on your ready and take home with you.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group today, 770-580-2024. That's 770-580-2024 or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg Grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
Hurt in a crash? Now you're in pain, missing work, and your car's out of commission. Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James. They help you get medical care, handle your case, and fight for the money you may need to get your life back. Pay nothing until they win. Call for a free case review at 800-9-MILLION, 800-900-000, and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-MILLION. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Our website has always been ngwindows.com, and now our company name is the same. It's Ted and Jonathan, and North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows.
Shorter name, same great stress-free experience. Our Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows are not big and bulky, and now neither is our name.
We love it so much we upgraded our jingle.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
Do not forget, you still have time. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is drive, D-R-I-V-E. Go to the WSB radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is drive, D-R-I-V-E.
Now, have you guys ever heard of RCPD before?
No.
No? Autumn?
RCPD?
Yeah. It's retrograde cryosophageous dysfunction.
Esophageal?
You're probably saying it better than I am.
Hold on a second.
But it is a woman.
What are the letters again?
It is CRICO.
C-R.
Yeah, CRICOPHARY.
No. What's the thing? CYPD? What is it?
It's RCPD.
RCPD.
Yes.
Royal Crown Police Department.
There you
Or
go.
Raccoon City Police Department.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, Royal
Could be
Crown.
that. But it is
lost their charter.
This story is about a woman who suffered from a rare condition, RCPD, where she was unable to burp for 6 years. 6 years, this poor woman.
I think people would appreciate not being
Only
able to burp.
farts.
My mother claims
It
she
has to
can't
come out
burp.
somehow.
I wonder if
Really?
she- yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't know if she's got RCPD.
Probably not. She'd be diagnosed.
Yeah.
And plus, your stepdad is a
Yeah,
gastro
would
doctor, so
solve
she would have figured that out by now.
But,
Has he ever said to her, it's all in your head, the reason you're not burping, honey?
Probably. You know.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with their personal conversations regarding her burping.
Yes. I have to go to mine soon. It's that time of year.
So this woman couldn't burp for 6 years.
Yeah, she's 20 years old. Her name is Caitlin Jones. They also, you know what, instead of
KJ.
going, the shorter way to diagnose this is just no burp syndrome. That makes it a lot easier.
Could go far in
Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that one, Autumn.
Rico.
Is there any cure for this, or is she just going to go through life not being able to?
Soda, Diet
She
Coke.
finally did, which is good, but I'm assuming that the countdown begins again now until she has her next one. So there are...
Imagine how loud and long that one was.
It was a belch.
Ugh. Have you seen those people that like chug Sprite and then burp?
Yes, I was one of those people, except it was Jolt Cola.
Jolt?
Oh, this is like a thing people do online.
Oh, I didn't know they do it. I did
Yeah,
it
they
for
like
fun.
chug a whole Sprite and then they do these like almost like visceral like these burps that just come up from their soul.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
really
send me
fun.
that link. I love that stuff.
Okay.
No, you don't know what Jolt Cola is, Jared?
No.
It was a soda that debuted in the 80s, mid to late 80s. It was called Jolt, and their selling point was twice the sugar, all the caffeine.
So it was like Surge.
Yeah, but it was cola.
Surge was more like Mountain Dewy.
Yeah, this was cola. So you had to go to certain places to get it. And my buddy Jeff and I would always go to the movies in another town, and we'd stop at this place called Wegmans. And they had the Jolt Cola. So I got the Jolt Cola, and I chugged the can immediately leaving the store. I chugged it. And we were walking to the car, and I let out one of those soul-screaming belches and there was a poor older gentleman walking toward us, and it made him jump and almost fall down because it startled him so much. But I felt an immense amount of pride about doing that.
Well, this young woman again, Caitlin Jones. She described it. She said, "I get a lot of pressure in my neck and chest, so as if a burp needed to come out, I get the gurgles, but instead I get like a little frog noise instead of a burp."
Oh, so it's like that, like.
Yeah, that's probably exactly it.
I ain't got a home. I ain't got a mother. I ain't got a sister. I ain't got a brother. I can't burp. One more story.
Yeah. So the other story that I have here is the clickbait story of the day here. This is the one it's trending everywhere, and I'm here to save you. If you've been seeing this everywhere, Tim, it's about the Costco hot dog deal.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the hippo one.
Well, I believe it. We'll get to the hippo one, but this one, this is a public service announcement since we have little time left.
Yes.
This is the clickbait story of the day here. It's all about Costco making a small tweak to their iconic $1.50 hot dog combo.
Are they adding meat to it?
No. The deal is you can now get water with it.
Oh.
Awesome. You can now, instead of getting soda, thank goodness, Costco.
I've got to go right now.
We can now get Kirkland water with it. Thank you, Costco.
Oh, I love you, Costco. Alex Williams says 285 is slow in Tucker.
Yeah, just trying to get to Tucker is going to be slow as well, Tim, with 285 eastbound brake light battle, Georgia 400 over to Peachtree Boulevard. A tad bit of reprieve into Doraville, but you're going to stack up again from I-85 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. Southside perimeter, crash still working in the right lane. 285 eastbound, the outer loop, right around Moreland Avenue and I-675. How are things looking on I-20 in DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Well, right now we have that update for drivers heading into Stonecrest. You'll be tapping those brake lights on I-20 eastbound. That's right at 285, and that doesn't ease up until you get past Panola Road. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey, friends, imagine all that can happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price did not change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. You are guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. For the next 5 years, all your devices will be working in perfect harmony, and you get their best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though the kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6-7, your internet's going to stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. All with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. To get started, call, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We then set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
Hey, you're the guy jumping out of the back of the TE certified trucks.
Yeah, that's me. We get concerned calls now and then, but rest assured I'm safe. It's just a picture.
Chris Chandler here. Josh is not only the local owner of TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling, but you're a fourth-generation master electrician.
That's right, and now I spend most of my time teaching our team the values that define a TE technician. To be kind, to be honest, and to work hard.
TE certified, we love your home.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Getting engaged? So friends, listen up. Shane Company engagement rings are protected with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We stand behind the same quality we've offered since 1929. Our rings are crafted to last. It's why our warranty is the only one that protects your center stone. We also cover repairs, resizings, cleanings, and so much more. That's money you keep for you and your family. Because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, 2 Metro Atlanta mail carriers, a bank manager and a convicted felon, face federal charges in a $5 million theft and fraud case.
It was an audacious scheme.
First Assistant U.S. Attorney in Atlanta, Nathan Kitchens, says from the early days of the pandemic to September of last year, multiple felon Francina Sutton would buy stolen mail from a pair of mail carriers in Atlanta and Marietta.
Gift cards, credit cards, personal checks. But in one case, there was a U.S. Treasury check of roughly $4.9 million.
Using a disguise, Sutton allegedly deposited and laundered that check with the help of Alpharetta Bank manager Tanya Bailey.
Some of the allegations show a high degree of sophistication.
Kitchens says the 4 plead not guilty. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
73 degrees in Atlanta. When does the next round of rain arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This just in, a 76-day partial government shutdown is finally over. President Trump signs a bill funding most of Homeland Security. Hours after it cleared the House, it funds most of DHS minus ICE and Border Patrol. The shutdown started in February. More than 1,100 TSA workers quit during the shutdown. Record turnout for early voting so far for Georgia's May 19th primary elections. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says more than 129,000 voters have cast ballots in the first week of early voting.
You know, obviously we do citizenship verifications, and UGA did a poll after the 2024 election, and 92% of all Georgians trust our elections.
He's expecting between 70 and 75% will vote early and the rest on Election Day in Georgia. 6 teenagers are injured in a one-vehicle crash in Coweta County. All are students at Northgate High School. The State Patrol says the teen driver was going too fast around a curve on Vaughn Road and struck a power pole. 2 girls have serious injuries and had to be airlifted from the scene to the hospital. A new lab in Georgia Tech's engineering building uses robots with a focus on AI products.
The facility allows professors, students, and companies to work with robots to run tests for manufacturing projects. Mechanical engineering professor Aaron Stebner says 5 to 10 years from now, they hope anyone can use this facility.
You know, the guy in his garage that has this cool idea and tries something in wood, and it's like, I've got a product here. How do I go? Right. And so we are making the innovations that will make that possible.
He says when using robots and AI, it's not the technology that is good or bad, but the intent behind the project. Mary Ryan Haworth, 95.5 WSB.
Just ahead of the hot summer months, state officials remind everyone about the dangers of leaving children in parked cars.
We do not have to leave our most precious commodity in a vehicle unattended and an opportunity for that vehicle to get so hot that it could cause them to lose their lives.
Captain Maurice Raines, Deputy Director of the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, says last year 31 children died across the country after being left inside of parked cars. When the outside temperature is 85 degrees or higher, in just 10 minutes, the inside of the parked car reaches more than 100 degrees. Georgia's job market remains strong.
Georgia continues to be very well positioned. We're still significantly far below the national unemployment rate.
Georgia Labor Commissioner Barbara Holmes says the unemployment rate is down to 3.5%. A record number of people are employed in Georgia at more than 5.2 million. There were big increases last month in health care and social assistance jobs in the state. Britney Spears now officially facing criminal charges after on suspicion of DUI in California. This comes after Spears was pulled over back in March when she was allegedly swerving between lanes before police stopped her. Prosecutors in Ventura County charged Spears with one count of misdemeanor DUI today. Her arraignment is scheduled for Monday. The weekly drought monitor update is out. And meteorologist Christina Edwards says there's not much improvement despite recent rains. All of Georgia is experiencing severe drought, and 1/3 of the state is in exceptional drought.
That's mainly Valdosta and Savannah. However, there is a pocket of North Georgia, including Banks, Franklin, Madison, and Hart counties, that is also experiencing exceptional drought conditions.
It is now 5:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center to begin our triple team coverage, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, watching the long, slow ride into Midtown and downtown coming in from the northern suburbs. 75 south slows at West Paces, 400 before Lenox, and 85 from North Druid Hills. Not going to find any relief from much of that traffic until you make your way down past Cortlandt Street toward I-20. Same story on the northbound ride, 75, 85 northbound. That's stacked and packed. Highway 166, Langford Parkway up to Peachtree, Pine Street. And it's been a rough afternoon toward Cobb County, Isabella Rodriguez.
It is extra messy in Cobb County on 75 southbound right at the 575 merge all the way down to 285. We're also seeing some northbound slowdowns on 75 northbound from 285 into Kennesaw. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Drier air moving into Metro Atlanta this evening. Temperatures tonight dropping down to the low to mid-50s. Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, high around 72. Rain showers will arrive late tomorrow evening and continue to move through the metro region through Saturday morning. But Saturday's not a complete washout. We will dry out through the afternoon, highs in the upper 60s, cooling down to the 40s for Sunday morning. Sunshine for Sunday afternoon, highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Monday, mostly sunny, morning lows in the 40s, daytime high 75.
Right now it's 68 in Powder Springs, 72 in Peachtree Corners, also 72 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Bikers know gear protects your body. Steel Horse Law protects your rights.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We didn't set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
Good boy, Rufus. You fetched a doggone great deal. Hey, it's Dave Baker with Rufus, the chief barking officer at Finley Roofing. The roof guys. He really has something special to bark about. Finley Roofing has 0% financing available, making it even easier to stop procrastinating and get your roof replaced. Rufus will roll over those high interest rates with flexible financing options to make it easy and more affordable. Everything you own and love lives under your roof. So if it's long overdue to be replaced, think of Finley first for a remarkable roof replacement experience. You'll always win with Finley. They've installed over 65,000 roofs locally, including mine. They've mastered the roof replacement process with impeccable, high-quality work. And with 0% financing available, it won't chew up your wallet. Schedule your free roof analysis at FinleyRoofing.com.
59 years old, and I remember Jolt Cola. And the saying was actually it was all the sugar and twice the caffeine.
That's correct. I was wrong. It was twice the caffeine. And one night I chugged half of a 2-liter bottle of it, and then I went out crazed. Like a 15-year-old kid running around with all that caffeine in their system. Not good.
Were you the kind of gross out kid? That
Yes.
would do challenges.
Like the garbage pail kid?
I would do things to make people laugh so no one would fight me or beat me up or pick on me. I mean, I got picked on because I was when I was in middle school, 7th, 8th grade. We didn't have middle school. You just went right to junior high. But 7th, 8th grade, I got picked on. And so I found my defense for that was to do gross things, especially in lunch.
Like, could you make milk shoot out of your nose or something?
No, I made other things come out of my nose. And I did
Like a grape?
I did this one thing. Well, after you drink milk or soda, you know how your saliva is more kind of
Yeah, viscous.
viscous. I did this thing called yo-yo spit, where I would see how far it could go, and I'd slurp it back up, and I'd pick up pieces of paper with it and stuff. yeah. And I did a lot of weird things, a lot of weird stuff.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was fun. In my 7th grade yearbook, this guy Greg wrote, "Dear Tim, you're a funny guy, but gross. But keep on picking your nose." And I still have it. So I'm nostalgic for
Maybe you
things.
should bring some of that stuff back.
No, I don't want to. What, do it on the show? Hey, Eric, watch me do these gross things that'll make you vomit.
don't like it.
Hey, we do have our video feature. Everybody that's watching on YouTube and WSB Plus would love that.
No yo-yo spit in the studio. Says our boss. Let's do some tech stories, Jared. We've been holding these for a couple days.
Yeah, there's a big push in the tech world to kind of have like the one-stop app right now, like where you are, people are annoyed with all the different apps that are out there.
There's a lot of them,
There's too many apps. I agree with the majority of people. There's too many apps. And Uber is jumping in that category. So now Uber has launched a new AI-powered hotel booking feature directly inside its app. So now not only do you, go grab a car through Uber or get a scooter, you can now find hotels through their app as well. And then if you're Uber One, you get like extra discounts and whatnot with it. But it's just interesting to me that so many of these companies are trying to find every way possible to get you to go and use their app.
Well, that's kind of smart. If you have Uber, here's something you could do. You get on the app before you leave, okay? You say, I'm flying to so-and-so city. You find your hotel through the app.
Yeah.
You book your hotel. You schedule a ride to pick you up at the airport and take you to that hotel. Then when you get to the hotel, you order Uber Eats and they bring everything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
yeah.
Uber Eats is not incorporated within the overall Uber app.
Correct.
Maybe they
Not
need
yet.
They need to fold that in there.
I imagine that they will. I know that it's complicated. It's more complicated what you can do on Uber Eats, but it just seems to me that with adding Uber Hotel here, there's an X is trying to become kind of a place like that too, but there are several other apps that, like you know how
an everything app.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
exactly. They're trying to find ways where
But right now we're just doing Imagine has really expanded. We've got voice now, Jared. So if you want to make a goofy video that really taxes the environment and things like that, it's a perfect.
Oh, thank you, Elon. I appreciate that.
Get your token.
All of the get the tokens that are needed to make it work, and I mean, all these people are competing for our eyeballs. That's what it is. They're all competing for our eyeballs, and Elon, you want us looking at your apps all the time.
I don't even want you to have eyeballs. Coming up soon is X eyes, and you go get surgery, and we replace them, and then everything's in there, so you could just so that your brain can sort of like do everything, and you could be asleep, and the computer will run in your brain with the Neuralink. I do the surgery myself.
Oh, I bet.
Right next to my right next to the place where I do veneers.
Will you give if I do the X eyes there? Do I at least get the blue check mark when I do that?
Not in the eye, but no. That's yes, you get the check mark and also a little eyeball next to it.
Okay, good. I'm glad that we at least get
Fancy,
incentive with
robot iris and stuff.
It seems to me that
and that'll be ready by 2028. That's guaranteed.
Elon, that's 2 years.
No, I know it's going to be ready though. I swear to God.
Elon,
Will it?
You remember the list that George brought up yesterday? Do you
No,
remember the list?
I wasn't listening yesterday.
George brought up quite a list yesterday of all the things that you've promised that were supposed to be ready this year and in the next couple of years.
I mean, things are going to happen. I get very sad when Eric goes after me, so I cry a lot. And sometimes I can handle it, but yesterday I heard it and I was like, I'm going to cry. and so I couldn't listen.
Well, you can get XIs and then you'll never cry again.
Oh no, they are tear-proof. Yes.
Oh, tear-proof. Nice.
Oh, so what happens if you need or want to cry? Where do your tears come out?
You tell XIs you tell the XIs to release tear fluid.
Okay.
But it's retrograde, so it goes down into your sinuses and comes out your nose.
Be a gross out thing that Tim does it.
There you go.
Lunch.
Hey, I like that idea.
This is not that enticing. Uber hotels, I don't think that I'll be using that.
No.
Google is good enough, and it's also not an app that I think about before my trip. It's an app that I think about when I get to the airport or want to get to the airport.
Now you'll think about it as an app before you go.
It's good that you're thinking outside the box, and it's good, Autumn, that you're thinking about other places, because that's exactly how you should. You should be trying to shop for the best deal. I feel like anything that's in-house like that, they're going to try to make it convenient for you, but you may end up paying more.
Uber should buy that airline that's going bankrupt.
Oh, Spirit?
Yeah, they should buy it.
That's actually a pretty cool idea. That would work with this
and then
hotel thing.
It could, and then they could fold in the booking process into the Uber app. So Uber Air, there you go. Uber, I want 10%.
And then you could have your first class. It could be called Uber Black.
Absolutely.
There we
go. Uber X.
No, I'd rather buy it and use it for the military.
All right. This is from EurekaAlert.com here. AI species evolving. AI is evolving like organisms, and they may soon emerge. This is that scare factor that we've heard for a while here, where it's gaining its own registry, right? It's learning how to function by itself. And my whole thing is, look, the AI that we have now can't do that yet.
No.
And I think that it's getting better and it's getting smarter, but it's not at this level yet. This is one of those.
So it's a scare headline.
Yes, in a lot of different ways.
But just think when they're advanced to the point, if they ever get to the point where they're like Ultron in that Avengers movie, where they could just look at things and generate a life form out of inanimate objects. You have these little robots made out of little pieces running around causing terror. That scares me. And we can't be that far away from it, because once it starts learning all this stuff, it could just fold into itself and take over the world.
Well, so and this is what they're predicting is going to happen. They're going to call it EAI.
What's E mean?
You know what? I don't know what it's a lowercase e, but it's EAI.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Double check.
Got to have a handy little catchy name.
Yeah. Double check that there for me, George. But apparently, the systems in EAI could meet all the criteria for Darwinian evolution. So the variation, the inheritance, and selection, allowing them to rapidly improve and adapt in ways that's similar to how humans and other organisms end up developing.
So at first they'll crawl out of the water and they'll flop around on the land, go back in the water, come back out. Hey, I can breathe out here. And then they'll become little dinosaurs. It's going to take 1,000,000 years. So I'm not scared.
Yeah, I don't think we should necessarily be worried right away. And a lot of people are very worried about the future of AI.
Yes.
But I think as long as we...
Can I make goofy pictures and videos?
Yes.
That's all I care about.
That's the important thing, right? I think that what we need to be focused on is just remaining in control and learning with the technology, right? Learn, stay up to date with it, so that way you can use it as a tool.
Not be a Luddite.
Well, sir, you need to get with the times here, buddy. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, it ain't coming into my house. I guarantee you that. Alex Williams is watching the slow ride around 285.
Yeah, starting on the outer loop north side perimeter, Tim, 285 westbound. It jams in right at Ashford Dunwoody Road, and the brake lights stay with you through Sandy Springs toward Cobb. DOT says there's been trouble on the left lane, 285 west before I-75. Haven't seen it yet, but doesn't mean it's helping out the ride any, because you're going to stay slow once you get past I-75 on and off the brakes southbound through Smyrna Bindings down to I-20, the West Freeway. How's that ride on 285 into DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
The ride is looking sluggish on the inner loop of 285 eastbound. That's sluggish out from Georgia 400 as you approach I-85, and those messy conditions continue on 285 southbound out from I-85 down to Highway 78 in Clarkston. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum. Like in a movie, I could see that being a thing, like where the world leaders get on a call and be like, all right, let's just...
the final episode of Diplomat.
Getting you through your morning.
Exactly. Like, let's just divide up the world. Mark Arum. Trump, you get the Western Hemisphere. China, you get Asia. And Europe goes to Putin. Mark Arum.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB. Atlanta's News and Talk.
Show the mom in your life how much you appreciate all she is with the perfect Mother's Day gift from Terra Fine Jewelry Company. The latest styles, amazing one-of-a-kind rings, necklaces, and bracelets, luxurious, beautiful pearls, diamond stud earrings from brands you know, like Mikimoto and De Beers Forever Mark Diamonds. Just imagine her reaction when you and the kids slide that box from Terra across the breakfast table on Mother's Day morning. Terra Fine Jewelry Company, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Buford. Don't forget, Mother's Day is coming Sunday, May 10th.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Kroger. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Kroger stores in Atlanta.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, you can get an extra $10 bonus on your first Kroger trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Kroger store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Kroger stores in the Atlanta area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Kroger. That's promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code ATL7.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Unmatched coverage of local breaking news. First on the scene, working sources, getting the facts, and showing you the impact. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
If you're hurt in a crash, there's only one firm to call, Sweet James Accident Attorneys. Numbers do not lie. Sweet James wins millions of dollars every week for their injured clients. If you're hurt, call Sweet James. Get a free case review and pay nothing until they win. 800-9-million, 800-900-0000, and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James. At 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James. Your accident attorneys.
Curb Appeal. It's not a competition. Maybe it is. When you want your home's exterior to look dazzling, trust the Plus. Painting Plus.
Hi, it's Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. See pictures of the dazzling exteriors we've crafted for your neighbors. Just go to our website and click Recent Projects.
Locally owned Painting Plus. The Plus means anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Your complete exterior solution.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text MAX to 797-979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text MAX to 797-979 for a link to your exclusive offer. Text MAX to 797-979. That's MAX to 797-979.
These statements and products have not been evaluated or approved by the FDA for weight loss.
What? What'd you say?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Oh, secrets. Secrets. You have a couple more tech-related or adjacent stories.
Yeah, Autumn, this one is for you. Have you heard of the app Sniffies before?
Yes. I think so.
You know what it is? So it's like a Grinder app. It's like a Grinder competitor.
Why is it called Sniffy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's kind of gross.
So...
I think it's about like armpits and like hairiness and masculinity.
That
you
makes
know?
sense.
It's a fetish app, or is it just a general
I don't think
dating
it's a
app?
I think it's just like a Grinder.
Okay.
Yeah, it's considered a queer app, which that's how it brands itself. I promise that's how they brand themselves. But apparently, Sniffies users are worried about a straightification of the app.
What does that mean?
So they're worried that basically the app's going to get commandeered by people that are heterosexual.
Heteronormative cis people?
Yes, correct. Exactly.
Well, we have to say it right.
So
why would they do that?
Well, because I think that...
I mean, it has to be, you have to just say it's for LGBTQ. Is it just for men?
I think it says queer here, so I believe it has all sexes on here. And in fact, it's got the male and female symbol in the app logo here.
So it's,
So it started out in the community, and they're worried about hetero people joining.
Yeah, it started off specifically with men, it says here, and then now you have women, and now you have some people that are heterosexual that are on here as well.
What about bi?
I'm sure there are bi people on here, but you know what it is?
Yeah, because it's for queer. Queer is lots of things.
That all-encompassing term?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
if you're
people.
just if you're outside of a little bit of a norm.
Okay. Okay, well, I have no... there are enough apps where if you are heterosexual, you don't need to dive into this space.
But you know what it is, though?
That's my opinion.
I think I figured it out. So the reason why they're worried about it is because
it's called Sniffies.
It's a great name for an app, Sniffies. But
Pukies.
I think you know how
That's a different thing.
Okay, well, I'm on that one. I'm not looking for another partner. It's just fun to see what people are doing with the app.
You know how when an app becomes popular, everybody starts jumping onto it, right?
Yes.
And obviously the hookup rate on this app is very high now. So I think because people are finding less successes on the Tinders and the Hinges and the different dating apps, now people are jumping on this app. Yeah, Match. They're jumping on this app because they're like, well, if people are finding success on Sniffies or on Grindr, then why can't I find somebody who has the same sexual preferences as me on this app?
The same things that you like.
Yeah.
Sniffing.
You can make a date and you end up going, well, let's just smell some stuff.
Yeah, let's go to a botanical garden and smell stuff.
I was
smell
thinking
the flowers.
maybe the sewer plant. Or both. I mean, hey, one person's bouquet is another person's sewer plant.
And what people don't know is that the parent company, Match Group, I believe is the parent company.
They own them all, don't they?
Own Tinder and Hinge.
Yeah, and I think they own OkCupid as well.
Do they really?
I believe so. Yeah, they're big Match.
So my whole thing is, you're already kind of getting duped. If you feel like you're jumping, oh, Hinge has been bad to me or Tinder's been bad to me in the dating space, I'm going to go to Sniffies. Well, it's all owned by the same people. They're still getting your data no matter what.
I would go to farmersonly.com.
Oh, that's a classic.
Because you're going to find a lot of farm chicks. Trad wives, do as you say. Clean the house, raise the kids. Go on out there and plow the field.
They've really got a hold on the market. They've got a bunch of... They've got India Match, Black People Match, Black Christian People
That's
Meet,
what they're called?
Catholic People Meet. These are all different apps
Oh,
owned by
different
Match
meats.
Group.
I see. So they have everything.
Different delicious types of meats.
Yes, Italian People Meet, J People Meet.
Spicy.
Yeah, this is wild. Love and Seek Pet People Meet.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I think what it all comes down
They
to...
match you with a pet.
These apps, as it is, I think people just need to be more comfortable going out in the wild and dating as it is anyway.
Why would they? Everybody stays home, watches their phone, looks at their phone while they're watching TV. That's too much of a step. You can order your groceries, you can order your food, you can have somebody come pick you up and take your lazy ass someplace. That is our society now. I don't disagree with you, though. I think that's the best way to meet people is out in the wild.
We need Uber dating. Uber hotel, Uber car,
The Uber
dating.
driver takes you, just kicks you out someplace. There's people here. Hey, how would you like to win a pair of tickets to see Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band? Well, we're here for you. It is Saturday, July 18th at Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. Just be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there are delays through the work zone on I-20 in DeKalb.
Yeah, we're watching the slow ride right now, 10 and 20 eastbound. You're not too bad leaving 285, but once you get over to Wesley Chapel, that's where the brake lights start. They'll stay with you once you get out to Panola Road. Once you get to Panola Road, it's looking good out into Stonecrest, Lithonia, and Conyers. 20 westbound, a few brake lights from Lithonia Industrial Boulevard over to I-285. How's I-20 looking over on the west side of town, Isabella Rodriguez?
West Freeway drivers, I-20 westbound at MLK Junior Drive is sluggish as you approach 285. Those Those slowdowns clear past 285, but they pick back up before Thornton Road. This traffic report is brought to you by Mark Spade Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Let's talk termite bond renewal notice. You're going to pay more unless you got Breda and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Dave Baker with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management. Matt, why do your competitors up their price every single year?
Because it boosts their profits. But homeowners should not have to renegotiate to avoid a price increase.
Agreed. So how does Breda do it?
Easy. When you switch your termite protection to Breda, your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. It's the ultimate peace of mind.
Nobody else offers that.
And they stopped inspecting for termites inside. That's where termites are most destructive. Only Breda inspects inside with advanced technology for early detection.
And your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. See them on the web at bredapest.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all: the courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Hi, it's Chris Chandler, and I'm back in the studio with Mark of Mark Spain Real Estate. Mark, is today's real estate climate still favorable for sellers?
Great question, Chris. That's probably a question a lot of consumers are asking today. And the answer is absolutely. The market has shifted from the extremes of the past couple of years, meaning we're headed in the direction of a more balanced environment. That means sellers still have strong opportunities to sell quickly and for a good price, especially with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate.
Thanks, Mark. Mark Spain Real Estate's the #1 most reviewed real estate company in the U.S. with over 13,000 five-star reviews. Trust them to sell your home fast and for top dollar. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story: the longest partial government shutdown in U.S. history is over. President Trump signs a bill funding most of Homeland Security. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports it finally cleared the House today.
After passing the Senate, the measure was stalled for more than a month in the House, but it cleared its final hurdle in seconds with a voice vote.
In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 being in the affirmative.
The bill funds all aspects of DHS except for immigration enforcement, which will now be dealt with through the reconciliation process, which Democrats can't block with a filibuster in the Senate. Speaker Mike Johnson triumphantly notes it'll mean 3 years' worth of funding for ICE and the Border Patrol. And that'll be without the reforms Democrats have been demanding.
72 degrees in Atlanta. What's the timing for the next round of rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The FBI arrested a DeKalb County police sergeant on child sex charges. Cameron Livesey is charged with 1 count of intent to view images of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct. DeKalb police say Livesey has been placed on administrative leave with pay pending the outcome of the federal investigation. The department will also conduct an internal investigation. The feds take down a nearly $5 million bank and mail fraud scheme operating in Metro Atlanta. It involved 2 postal carriers in Atlanta and Marietta stealing mail.
Gift cards, credit cards, personal checks.
But in one case, there was a U.S. Treasury check of roughly $4.9 million.
First assistant U.S. Attorney in Atlanta, Nathan Kitchens, says a convicted felon allegedly deposited and laundered the check with the help of an Alpharetta bank manager. All four have pleaded not guilty. Another one of Metro Atlanta's most wanted is now behind bars.
According to the Atlanta Police Department, they, along with U.S. Marshals and Clayton County SWAT, were able to arrest DeAndre Stover. He's wanted in connection to a murder in front of a furniture store on Main Street back in June of 2023. That landed the 21-year-old on the city's top 10 most wanted fugitives list. Officers say Stover and the victim got into an altercation which led to the victim being shot and pronounced dead at the scene. Stover's capture is the second arrest of a person on the city's top 10 most wanted list in 7 days. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
6 students are injured in a teen driving crash in Coweta County. The single vehicle crash happened on Vaughn Road.
Emergency responders were on the scene quickly, and students were receiving medical care and being taken to the hospital for care.
A school district spokeswoman says all of the teens are students at Northgate High School. The state patrol says the driver of the car was traveling too fast for conditions and ran off the road, striking a utility pole. 2 girls have serious injuries and were transported from the scene by helicopter. Record turnout across Georgia in the first week of early voting for the May 19th primary elections. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says over 129,000 have cast ballots already. He says those numbers are up from the last midterm.
It's bigger than it was in 2022. Bigger than it was in 2018, so it continues to grow with early voting.
Early voting runs through May 15th. A study from the University of Georgia finds people who live in low-income areas are less likely to get screened for cancer.
Federally funded health centers provide preventative care for those in low-income areas. However, a new UGA study finds that's not happening when it comes to cancer screenings. Lead author of this study, UHN.
This means that these patients will continue to have higher risk of developing cancer, and yet they are not really receiving the services that can be life-saving.
She says colon cancer screenings have the greatest disparity, followed by breast and cervical cancers. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Just heard from our traffic troopers on the south side. They see the slow traffic. 75 southbound. It's not awful, but it is a little slow as you make your way through Stockbridge down into McDonough, with delays improving right around Highway 2081, exit 218. Northbound slowing northbound through McDonough from Highway 155 up to Jodico Road. And I just found new trouble in West Atlanta inbound if you're heading toward downtown. This is a stall in the left lane, 20 eastbound between Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and Lowry Boulevard. How is it looking through downtown, Isabella Rodriguez?
It's looking busy heading into the city on downtown on 7585 northbound at Langford Parkway, with the slowdown staying with you through Peachtree Pine Street. We're also seeing slowdowns on 75 southbound at Northside Drive and on Georgia 400 southbound at Sidney Marcus Boulevard. It's sluggish into Midtown. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Drier air moving into metro Atlanta this evening. Temperatures tonight dropping down to the low to mid-50s. Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, high around 72. Rain showers will arrive late tomorrow evening and continue to move through the metro region through Saturday morning. But Saturday's not a complete washout. We will dry out through the afternoon, highs in the upper 60s, cooling down to the 40s for Sunday morning. Sunshine for Sunday afternoon, highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Monday, mostly sunny, morning lows in the 40s, daytime high 75.
76 in Conyers, 68 in Canton, and 74 in Clarkston. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. Thank you, Bill, for reminding me. I lose track of time quite easily. Hopefully Eric will be back tomorrow. I want to say congratulations to Chris Stevens of Atlanta, Georgia, who picked up a pair of tickets to see the Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band Saturday, July 18th at Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. I believe we'll have one more chance to win maybe tomorrow. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com.
You are absolutely correct, Tim. We will have one more pair of tickets to give away tomorrow. And we got more open mics coming in on the WSB radio app. This is from that girl. This is about the girl that had not burped in 6 years. Caitlin Jones here.
In reference to the story of the lady who hadn't burped in over 7 years, I had acid reflux surgery back in 2006. I haven't burped or thrown up in over 20 years.
Man, 20 years without throwing up. I like burping, but 20 years without throwing up, that's wonderful. And acid reflux.
Sometimes you need to throw up, though.
Maybe, I don't know. But hey, good for him that he doesn't have acid reflux anymore.
You got a boot.
Yeah, I agree, Autumn, because sometimes you just have to get that sand out of your system.
Get that yak out.
Get it out. So this poor Caitlin Jones, again, she has the no burp syndrome, and hopefully they're able to find a long-term solution for her over there in Britain.
Now, you want to play this next open mic, and I'm always leery about things like this because I don't know what you can say and what you can't say, so maybe he's proving a good point if you want to play it.
Perhaps so. This is about Sniffies, the queer dating app. Apparently, straight people are... they're worried that straight people are going to take it over, and he has commentary on it.
What's up, Doctrinaires? Y'all are talking about sniffies and saying that queer is a general term. Well, if that's true, then how come Q has its own letter in the LGBTQIA plus W thing? So I feel like the Qs are well within their right to want their own website, and then the T's and the B's and the A's and the pluses have their own.
Sure. So, yes, if you want to have a website or whatever, an app for just queer, I mean, that might include someone who is trans, which is the T. That might include someone who is the G, the L, the HBIC, all of it, right?
We wish everybody well.
What are you worried about?
I'm not worried about anything. I'm just saying we wish everyone well. It's a lot to process for somebody who's not... I guess millennials, they didn't really... Half the millennials, the older millennials, Gen X, boomers, we don't understand that.
Oh, I feel like
you might because you live in that world. Like you're curious and you're interested.
I know I am a little. I'm not gay.
No, but I'm not insulting you. I'm saying that
that's not an insult.
You know things. You know that you're curious.
I know. I'm just
about
like
culture.
I'm not gay enough to be gay. You know what I mean?
Gay
but I
curious.
feel.
Are you queer?
Yeah. What?
Are you queer then?
No, because no, I just like the
odd.
culture. It's like I'm like what is that thing where you like mimic somebody else's culture you're not supposed to?
Cultural appropriation?
Yeah, I like cultural appropriate gayness sometimes.
I think everybody should be celebrated. I'm not joking or being dismissive about that. It's just
I know you're not.
And some people understand this, especially if you're our age and you're in that community. They're like, I'm just gay.
Yeah, sure.
And but you know, the way society is that everybody has an identity, and instead of pushing back against it, you just kind of have to say, well, okay, that's this generation, and that's what it is, and you know, don't be a jerk.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think you know, if someone's doing something you don't understand, that's fine. Like I don't maybe understand why you like olives.
Well,
I'm not going to like freak out about it.
Except for the ones with pimentos in them.
No.
All of them are gross. They're all salty bombs of weirdness.
How dare you? The little black Greek ones? Oh, those are good.
All of them are grody.
Oh, see, I hate you now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I shouldn't be allowed to vote or get married.
Exactly. Amen.
Exactly.
Damn right. All right. The offspring of Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos down in Colombia.
Whoa, wait, whoa.
What?
Cocaine hippos?
Yeah. You haven't heard about the cocaine hippos?
I guess not.
Well, he was a cocaine cartel leader for years, and he brought
hippos over, and they ended up they're now
Did they
invasive.
eat the cocaine?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so they're not like cocaine hippos.
Well,
they were like purchased with cocaine money?
Because Pablo Escobar, yes, is in the big cocaine trade there in Colombia. They are considered cocaine hippos.
So they're invasive. Go ahead.
Sorry, what it made me think was that like wasn't there was like a cocaine cocaine bear.
Yes.
You know, like a hippo on coke.
Yes. And well, they were involved in the trade, and then they're invasive to Colombia, so they were slated to die. But now an Indian billionaire is slated to give them a second chance. He's offering up some money.
Put them in India?
Yeah, he's offering to bring them to a zoo in India, and there's over 200 of these wild hippos, and he's going to round them up, pay a little bit of money to the Colombian government, and potentially bring them over. Now, it has not gone through all of the paperwork to bring all of these hippos over, but at least they're going to be offered potentially a second chance.
Why don't they take them where their native
like in Africa?
Groups are, wherever hippos are? I don't know.
I would assume it's Africa, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, Autumn, don't be afraid. It's not Cocaine Bear, but there is a movie called Hungry coming out in June. And it's like Jaws, except it's a hippo.
Listen, hippos are really dangerous. More people die of hippo attacks than like anything else ever.
Yeah, and this
ever.
Well, probably not intended to be a comedy. I'm sure it will be because it's a survivor horror movie about a group of tourists lost in the Louisiana swamps, hunted by a massive, aggressive hippo. And they
If you
don't
look
run.
at a hippo wrong, or if you think about its baby too hard,
Yeah.
it'll kill you. They can run really, really
They
fast.
run very fast on land, and you just if you see a hippo, I know they look cute, but run away.
Yeah, baby hippos fine. Adult hippos, no way.
because if there's a baby hippo, then that means there's a adult hippo nearby, and it'll tip your boat over.
Oh
and
yeah, they don't
chomp
want you around. All right, let's do this.
Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, aliens, dinosaurs, the mud flood, chemtrails,
What do you think tap water is?
fluoride.
I think fluoride is a poison.
That turned the friggin' frogs gay.
It's the Conspiracy News Desk with our resident conspiracy theorist, George Clark.
Now we don't play sounders anymore when we go into segments, but I'm particularly proud of that one, so that's
That's
why.
great. You got Alex Jones.
Yeah.
RFK
Jr.
frogs.
It's nice to hear the sounder sometimes.
Now they're enemies though, bitter enemies. RFK and Alex Jones.
That's true.
What is the beef there? I didn't know that.
Oh, I don't know. Well, he works for the administration, and
you have gone off of Trump.
Look, he betrayed us. But this isn't about Alex Jones. But there's a couple things that I wanted you to look into to talk about today, and one of them is Erica Kirk.
Yes,
I think is for whatever you feel about her, Autumn, whatever you feel about Erica Kirk. Wherever your political leanings lie, she did suffer a tragedy, and she was at the White House press dinner the other night, and she ran out of there, obviously rattled. But in the seedy underbelly of the internet world, in the streaming audio world, which I have heard called Podcastistan,
yeah, it's true.
Where people, you would have thought in 2024 that guys like Theo Von and Joe Rogan were all diehard right-wing conservatives, which neither of them are.
No.
Tim Dillon, you would have thought, is a right-wing conservative, which he isn't. And now they've all sort of drifted to another point of view, and I have my theories about that. I think that they're all just chasing algorithms and relevance. But the one I want to talk about or George is going to talk about, is this thing with Erica Kirk and what this Candace Owens is talking about.
Yeah, so Candace Owens, has made some accusations, and Erica Kirk has kind of finally addressed.
She's kept her mouth shut about it.
Yeah, Erica Kirk has not really, mentioned any of these things that have happened. You had Drewski did the famous skit where he was dressed up as her. So she's mentioned.
Is he
now.
an Atlanta comic?
Yeah, I think he is initially from Atlanta.
Well, that was funny.
It was super funny, but it is. She's kind of gotten beat up pretty hard.
Yeah, she has.
And her husband died. And obviously, people have their thoughts about it, and I think a lot of the reactions have to do with how she acted after, more so than like some sort of conspiracy where she did it.
Yeah, and it's because she was out and about and doing things. But first of all, I have to defend her on that point of view because they have this massive thing, Talking Points USA, right?
Yeah.
And so her husband gets killed, and she mourns for a little bit, but she has to protect it.
And it seemed like a very little bit. She kind of was a little more enthusiastic than people expected her to be about getting back out on the stage and getting money going into the TPUSA thing.
Yeah. But people are going to judge. People are going to judge. Nobody experiences or reacts to grief in the same way. So
Yeah,
I will give her that credit. And I never watched any of this stuff. I'm not into it, but I just feel bad for people who get maligned.
And there is a company to keep running. And a program.
So what's Candace Owens is sort of a lunatic. Remember, she was saying that is a lunatic. She was saying that the president of France, Macron, that his wife was a man.
Yeah, they're obsessed with
I
everyone's
thought
a man.
that she was kind of sensational, but then she
Yes.
really is taking this whole thing very seriously.
She
which
is,
made
yeah.
me. I was confused by her actions.
We do have to go to traffic, but when we come back, we have some clips and stuff we're going to play. Alex Jones says there's a crash on 85 in
Alex
Northern
Williams.
I said it, didn't I? Go ahead, Alex.
Almost made it through the show, Tim. Yeah, this crash, traffic troopers told us about in northern Gwinnett County. We see it on the jam cam. Only a right shoulder looks like squeaking by here. 85 northbound, just north of Gravel Springs Road, exit 118. That's quickly slowing the ride back toward the Mall of Georgia. You can use Highway 124 as an alternate. Now, before that, in DeKalb County, there's also been a crash. 85 northbound near Chamblee Tucker Road, slowing you from Shallowford Road. Then the delays find you again from 285, getting up past Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Hadn't been too much of a fun afternoon on I-75 in Cobb, Isabella Rodriguez.
Not at all. It's still looking messy in Cobb County, especially on 75 southbound at 575 all the way down to 285. And also we're seeing northbound delays on 280 from 75 northbound from 285 into Kennesaw. This report is sponsored by Ameris Bank. Ameris Bank is a dedicated advocate for you, proudly by your side on your financial journey. Learn more at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now you've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Your home. There is so much more to love thanks to TE Certified. It's Chris Chandler with Josh, the local owner of TE Certified. And what does that mean, love your home?
It means that you feel safe and comfortable in your own home. And the way we do that is by fixing your lights, fixing your outlets, fixing your air conditioner and your plumbing so that you don't have any leaks, you don't have any sparks, and your house is comfortable all year round.
TE Certified is here to help you love your home.
TE Certified, we love your home.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Hurt in a crash? Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million, and sweetjames.com.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
All right. When we took the break, we were talking about this weird thing that's going on in Podcastistan, which Candace Owens, and by the way, sorry, Alex Williams. You're not Alex Jones. Anyway, between Candace Owens and Erica Kirk, and for the most part, Erica Kirk hasn't responded, but she has.
Yes, she finally has kind of responded to a lot of the commentary around her taking over the TPUSA thing.
And we have that clip?
We do.
All right.
I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
That is true.
Yes.
And even getting made fun of by people who are maybe a little bit more prominent or lean more toward the comedy angle.
Yeah, she says comedians are making fun of her. Comedians are dressing up in whiteface. She's probably talking about, Tim Dillon has lampooned her.
Yeah, well, he dressed like her.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very long after that assassination of her husband. Now, all these people, they have huge audiences and, younger people for the most part. And, you could listen to them one time. And that's why when I listen to these types of things or listen to podcasts, it's all absurd comedy. It's absurdist. It's beyond the pale. It's not anything informative. I just like to laugh. But Candace has been saying some crazy things.
Yeah, so she thinks that she's a part of the conspiracy to have him removed because he was turning on people that were funding the TPUSA and she was, in the collusion with these people that wanted him out because his message was changing.
Yes.
And
well, they all have different things that they go after people for, but the one thing they can all unite on is that they don't like Israel for some reason.
That's true. And, so she thinks that she was a part of this, with the planes and things. She doesn't really have any solid piece of evidence that she's floating around.
Well,
she acts like she does when she's talking about it.
She does. She speaks with the confidence.
She's definitive, which is ridiculous.
But she's been sued today. I don't know what happened to that story. I don't think I found it, but she's been, a lawsuit was filed against her today. And the lawsuit was filed against her by the Macrons.
Yes, and then she started to shut up about the transgender nature of Brigitte Macron after that lawsuit dropped.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this will silence her.
Of course it is. She will lose everything. And by the way, most of her money comes from donations and stuff like that. She probably gets paid for appearances and stuff, but she will lose if she pursues it. So she'll drop it and then go find something else to talk about. So that's one aspect of it. But the other one is, and we're not going to dive too deep in this for a lot of reasons, but one of them is I'm sort of confused by Marjorie Taylor Greene. And she goes on all the podcasts and she talks about how she was maligned and this and that. But most recently she was on Tucker.
Yeah, she went on Tucker. And very kind of a similar nature, which a lot of these people, like you mentioned, Joe Rogan, Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
All of this is Israel critical stuff.
Yes.
And Tucker Carlson's gone down that path as well. And now we've got MTG and Tucker Carlson teaming up for an interview where they're saying things like the president has to make a deal to support Israel to become president and as well as congressional members. And
that is the same type of thing. We don't have to play the audio. I don't want to play the audio. I changed my mind on that because I don't want to give it any credence to either of them. But my whole takeaway, thank you, George, my whole takeaway from that is a guy like Tucker Carlson, you can go back in history, and he has changed his mind so many times, okay? The thing that I like best that he did was that interview with Vladimir Putin. It was almost 3 hours long where Putin just mocked him for the first half hour. And sort of took the agency away from Tucker and took over the interview. So, but he has changed his mind so many times. You go back to when he was on Headline News, I believe, or he was on Crossfire on CNN, and he used to wear his cute little bow tie. And I think it was it was John. Daily Show. John
Stewart?
John Stewart made fun of him for wearing the bow tie. Never wore the bow tie again because he was embarrassed. So then he makes his way. He's on Headline News. He's doing nights. Then eventually he ends up on Fox. Gets fired from Fox. Goes out on his own. Starts his own thing, and interviews interesting people. But now there is no place for him because there's so many people doing what he used to do in that Podcastistan universe that he has to flip and change. And I think all of this is a grift. I think it's all manipulated by keeping your listeners and chasing those algorithms. And that's why what we do is vastly different because we depend on ratings, but you have to, like what Eric does every day. And what he thinks about every day is, I'm going to put on an entertaining show. I'm also going to share my points of view about, topics. And that is amazing that people have that ability to do in our industry. I don't even feel confident that I can do it, but I can. Come on. But you know what I mean? And we're not chasing algorithms. We're not chasing Patreon members. We're not chasing this and this. And I think all of that, I don't believe they believe what they're saying. I think it's all switching so they can get a larger audience to grift from. And that's my opinion. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 85 near the Mall of Georgia.
Yeah, rollover crash cleanup, Tim. Only the right shoulder squeaking by here. Luckily, they got at least one of the cars on a tow truck, so hopefully we'll get it cleaned up here. This is 85 north of Gravel Springs Road, exit 118, bumper to bumper from Buford Drive right there at the Mall of Georgia. Highway 124, the best way around that. Now, 85 north crash at Chamblee Tucker. That has cleared, but 285 eastbound the inner loop getting over to 85, that hadn't cleared up yet. You're still seeing some brake lights from Georgia 400 into Dunwoody and Dorville. Checking 285 over on the west side. What are you seeing, Isabella Rodriguez?
The west side on 285 is sluggish, especially on 285 eastbound out from Georgia 400 as you approach I-75, and then the ride past I-75 towards I-20 is also looking backed up and sluggish. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Even when it's not raining, if you see streaks and stains on your roof, loss of color, granules in your downspouts or on the ground, think of Findlay First. The roof guys. They offer 0% financing. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
Spring cleaning starts with zero res carpet and air duct cleaning. Mention WSB Radio and get 3 rooms cleaned for $129. No one cleans like zero res. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals. Just carpets that stay cleaner longer. Also, don't forget that air ducts circulate the air you breathe, and dust can end up right back on your floors. April appointments are filling up very fast. Don't wait. Visit ZeroResAtlanta.com to book today. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
Hey, that was our exit. We're gonna miss the first pitch.
Just gotta make a stop at Kroger. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Kroger stores in Atlanta.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, you can get an extra $10 bonus on your first Kroger trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Kroger store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Kroger stores in the Atlanta area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Kroger. That's promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code ATL7.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit georgiapower.com to get started.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for RJ's Auto Body Plus. Now, listen, here's a scenario. This happens every day in Atlanta. A person gets in a wreck, you file a claim with your insurance, then the insurance steers you to their preferred auto body shop for an estimate. It's a short list. They do this because these places are in bed with the insurance companies. They work with the insurance companies to cut corners on your repairs. Do not do this. If you get sick, do you go where your insurance company tells you to go? If you are hurt in an accident, do you go to an attorney where your insurance company tells you to go? No, you go where you're going to get the best care for you. RJ's Auto Body Plus works in your best interest, not the insurance company. Better service, better parts, and paint. And in most cases, a more timely manner. They'll even come get your car and tow it in. Family owned in Marietta, Georgia by my friends Jeff and Edith. Search RJ's Auto Body Plus or 770-955-5020.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, the partial government shutdown is finally over. Correspondent Linda Kenyon reports President Trump signs a funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security.
The 75-day shutdown is over now that the House has passed a bill previously passed by the Senate. It funds all of the Department of Homeland Security except ICE. expected to be passed separately. The shutdown came after Democrats demanded changes in the Trump administration's immigration enforcement tactics, including requiring body cameras and restricting immigration raids in places like schools. The bill, passed and signed by the president, came as new Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen warned the department was about to run out of money.
70 degrees in Atlanta. How will rain impact your weekend plans? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. A convicted felon, 2 mail carriers, and a bank manager are arraigned in federal court today in a multi-million-dollar mail theft and fraud scheme.
A 46-year-old Smyrna woman with a rap sheet across metro Atlanta allegedly bought stolen mail with cards and checks from 2 mail carriers. One theft is a stunner. First Assistant U.S. Attorney Nathan Kitchens.
What is alleged is that the lead defendant, Francina Sutton, obtained a stolen treasury check worth $4.9 million and worked with a bank insider, Tanya Bailey, to get that check deposited and launder those funds.
Kitchens says Sutton even created a business to match the name on the treasury check and made withdrawals with stolen IDs.
It took a high degree of sophistication to do that.
The 4 women plead not guilty. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
6 teenagers are injured in a one-vehicle crash in Coweta County. All are students at Northgate High School. The State Patrol says the teen driver was going too fast around a curve on Vaughn Road and struck a power pole. 2 girls have serious injuries and had to be airlifted from the scene to the hospital. At least 5 people are hurt after a stabbing at a high school in Washington State. According to multiple reports, 4 students and 1 security guard have been hospitalized after the incident at Foss High School in Tacoma. 4 of those hurt are reportedly in critical condition. Tacoma police say a suspect is in custody. Like something out of a Star Wars movie, a new AI manufacturing lab opens on Georgia Tech's campus.
There are 15 labs inside this new facility with robots working to create whatever manufacturing task given to them. Anything from robotic trucks to robots they call scientists, handling samples and pushing buttons on machinery. Mechanical engineering professor Aaron Stebner says they work together.
All of them operate and connect to each other in a digital simulated environment called a traffic manager.
Professors and companies can test AI and other manufacturing products in this space. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia's job market remains strong. The state labor department says the unemployment rate is down to 3.5%. A record number of people are employed in Georgia, more than 5.2 million.
Overall, we have more people working, more jobs working today than we had a year ago.
Georgia Labor Commissioner Barbara Holmes says there were big increases last month in health care and social assistance jobs in the state. Georgia kicks off a campaign aimed at preventing hot car deaths.
As the weather heats up, the message is simple. Look again. Commissioner Amy Jacobs of the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning says every year dozens of children across the country die after being left inside of parked cars.
Pediatric vehicular heat stroke is a real, ever-present threat to children and 100% preventable.
Data shows that when the temperature outside of a vehicle is 80 degrees, inside it can be over 100 degrees. State officials say so far this year, 8 children in Georgia have been left inside vehicles. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Nearly 24 puppies have been rescued from the wildfires in South Georgia. They were at a shelter in Brantley County. About half of them are now up for adoption. The Atlanta Humane Society says the puppies were taken to their center in Marietta. It is now 6:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Still watching this crash in Gwinnett County in the cleanup stages, Bill. 85 northbound, just north of Gravel Springs Road. They're still in multiple left lanes, and you're jammed up leaving Beaver Drive. You can use Highway 124 as an alternate. Just on the phone with Traffic Trooper Rob in Sandy Springs. He says there's a new crash, 400 northbound, right at Abernathy Road. Couple of left lanes, no help on scene yet. We're going to get eyes on it and watch the delays fill in behind that. 75 northbound trying to thin out as you make your way through Marietta into Kennesaw. What's the latest in downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
The ride into the city is still looking slow, especially on 75-85 northbound at University Avenue, with delays extending into the Peachtree Pine Street area, then on Georgia 400 southbound at Lennox Road into Midtown. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Drier air moving into metro Atlanta this evening. Temperatures tonight dropping down to the low to mid 50s. Tomorrow
Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, high around 72. Rain showers will arrive late tomorrow evening and continue to move through the metro region through Saturday morning. But Saturday's not a complete washout. We will dry out through the afternoon, highs in the upper 60s, cooling down to the 40s for Sunday morning. Sunshine for Sunday afternoon, highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Monday, mostly sunny, morning lows in the 40s, daytime high 75.
Right now it's 71 in Noonan, 70 in Midtown Atlanta, 67 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
The winds of change are blowing. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. I'm not forecasting the weather. I'm just reporting North Georgia Replacement Windows has changed their name to NG Windows. They installed my beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows, and now I enjoy more daylight and bigger views. Window and door shopping made simple at ngwindows.com.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
George Stein literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. Let him represent you. GeorgeStein.com.
Come on, Reliable Ruby. Just one more trip.
Is that our car? Or is someone making popcorn under the hood?
Yeah, Ruby isn't so reliable anymore.
Let's donate her to Tommy Nobis Center and help empower people with disabilities through job training and employment.
Reliable Ruby can make a difference.
Exactly. It's easy, tax deductible, and towing is free.
Turn your old vehicle into new opportunities. Call 866-NOBIS-AUTO or visit TommyNobisCenter.org.
Hear that, Ruby? You're retiring a hero.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We then set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
Wow. Last half hour of the show. We have to have some stories we didn't get to.
Yes, this is a big one here. $100,000 a year qualifies as lower middle class in these 12 states. Now, you'll be happy to know that Georgia is not in these states.
Okay.
So
it's Maryland?
Maryland, number 3, Autumn.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Good thing you make more than that.
So, yeah, I mean, Autumn's loaded. With that trivia money,
jeez.
She makes a ton.
Doing great.
Lower middle class in Maryland, Autumn, is $114,339 a year. You close?
No. Are you insane? I don't understand it. You would think that if you were making $115,000 a year that you would be okay.
Yeah.
But I guess that's 20 years ago kind of talk.
Correct.
Or 8.
Things just are getting so good. Everything's just going so great.
Well, you just keep waiting. It's going to get so much better.
Thankfully in Georgia.
Yeah, if you like this.
It'll be better than that.
Thankfully in Georgia, $100K is comfortably in the mid to upper middle class as of right now, according to this Pew Research study.
The whole thing is insane to me because that sounds like an awful lot of money. And then you know, people look for jobs and you see things online like we're starting you at 50. How do you live off of 50?
Yeah, you can't.
In 2026, you got to have 6 roommates.
You have to live somewhere that has a very low cost of living.
Well, then there's no jobs there.
There you go. Yeah, you could. Hopefully, it's like a remote job, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
And how many of those still exist? I guess there's quite a few, but
there are a lot.
You have to have the
there.
skill. You have to have the skill to be able to do it. I can't.
True.
Yeah, like I look at.
But no one's actually really hiring.
No. They everything you send your resumes in, and an AI looks it over and either puts it in the trash or forwards it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one story that I saw on ABC earlier this week. I think it was the GMA3 show where they brought this poor girl on who had put out 50,000 applications after she graduated. Now, my question is, there weren't any like follow-up questions on what kind of jobs she was applying for, But I mean, when you put out that many applications, you would expect one place to reach out and say, "Hey, we'll hire you."
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
It
Nope.
seems tough.
A lot, I think, because a large portion of those resumes or applications that she sent out are also just data farming.
Yes.
You give them all your info.
Yep. And then they
Phone
sell
numbers,
it. Yeah.
locations, male, female, and then every I think it's so funny the questions that they ask during the application where they say like you have to select a drop down menu where it's like, are you Hispanic or non-Hispanic, and then you say, okay, I'm non-Hispanic, and then another like drop down pops up and then goes through like all of the different ethnicities and then it asks you like, are you heterosexual or homosexual, are you trans, are you this, are you that, are you female, are you male,
That seems
non-binary?
That seems rather invasive for
It
a
sure
job
is.
application.
I don't get it.
Which is why I think you're right. I think it's data farming, and then they
Yeah.
take that info and they sell it, and then somebody sends you stupid stuff in your email inbox.
Well, yeah, yes. Or you get those calls about like, you have a loan. Call us about your loan.
Oh, those are the worst.
I got
I'm
a
getting
text-
those in all the political texts right now.
Oh, I get all.
Jeez,
I don't know.
good
I get
Lord,
those
they're
constantly.
bad.
I got one from Vernon Jones today. That was pretty cool. I get a text today as I'm driving to work, and it's like, "Hey, Caitlin, how are the trees in your yard? We're going to be doing some trimming." It's like, okay, my wife's name is Caitlin. Why do you have my number? Why are you asking me about trees?
I got that exact same text, except it said Christina.
Oh, really?
Yes,
No
that
way,
exact
that's
same
cool.
text.
So
That
what
is-
are
I got
our
a text inviting me to a barbecue where they were making like short ribs.
Did you go? I would. I like that.
Hey,
Hey,
show up.
I was like, wow, that's really like specific.
and then we're gonna stab you.
You know, like those ones that'll say like, hey, where's the party tonight?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
I know where it is. I can't say
in
it
my
on air.
pants.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to be worse than that.
It's my pants party.
You're funnier, and not being super cheeky. I had a very gross response to that. So I wish I made $100,000 a year.
Yeah, it would be nice. It'd be nice, but thankfully, we're in a better
I
situation.
make 300.
Yeah.
We're
We're both in a better situation. The three of us are in a better situation than Autumn.
Hey, listen, if you're an actress in her, I'm assuming 40s or maybe early 50s, and you haven't been in a lot of things lately, you were in American Pie. Well, you can start an OnlyFans, correct?
Yeah, this is wild. Shannon Elizabeth, Nadia from the original American Pie.
Yes.
She started.
I'm aware of her.
She started an OnlyFans late last week, and she's made over $1 million already.
Oh, what else is she doing? I haven't seen her in anything.
No, I know, but that's impressive. Like,
George, can you see if Drea De Matteo still has hers?
Oh, does she?
She had it. She started it, I think, during the pandemic.
That's
or so.
not classy.
And her son was managing it.
People are saying that Shannon Elizabeth,
yes,
Nadia from American Pie, are saying that her content is described as playful and sexy, but doesn't include full nudity.
Oh, so it's what's that called? The implied nudity stuff or the
tease?
Lewd? Yeah, it's called
Lewds.
Yeah, thank you, lewds.
Well, why are people paying for that? You can just go find the Playboy she was in 100 years ago.
Yeah, or just watch American Pie. She's
Yeah.
got boobies in it.
Go to MrSkin.com and you can find
Spoiler alert, Autumn.
Drea
Mr.
De Matteo.
Yeah.
Does have one.
She still has one. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna do ageism stuff, but seriously, she's an actress. She could get roles. I've seen her in other things besides The Sopranos.
Scary movie too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Drea De Matteo. But
sorry.
She blames it on the fact that she supported President Trump and she can't get hired. There are a lot of people who are Republicans in Hollywood who get work. But Shannon Elizabeth, I mean, she was in movies. She was on television shows. I just don't understand it. And how much money they make. And they're not even taking their clothes off.
I think that's honestly talk about.
It's a smart thing to do.
Getting yourself in a position to retire.
Yeah.
Like if you know that your acting career is over and you can make $1 million just by going on OnlyFans and being, quote, playful and sexy. Like, I don't see any problem with it
But
at
when
all.
does the gravy train of Gen Xers and millennials who saw her in the movie run out?
I would say she's got at least a runway of another 5 or 10 years,
Think
right?
so?
Yeah.
But then also, like, you do have to contend with the sort of degradation of it. Like, are you comfortable with sort of selling your body?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
She seems to be okay with it.
I guess she does. But I'm just saying it's not like, oh yeah, so like that should just be what you could do if you need it. It's like, no.
And I saw a study where I think it's only 5% of the women who are on OnlyFans make money, and that most of the other people make a couple $100 a month, which isn't enough to sustain, anything on. You'd have to have another job. You'd have to go to Fansly. So now you got two. And then one you're doing lewds and the other one you're doing, I don't know.
It's like the Uber and Lyft driver, right? You don't know. Oh, I'm driving Lyft now. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm driving Uber. Oh, I'm on Fansly. Oh, I'm on OnlyFans.
It's like that feet thing too. Like people talk about like, oh, sell your feet pics. It's like it's not that easy.
No, you got to have nice looking feet.
Well, even if you do, like it really is like a little bit of show business where you have to break through, you know?
Yeah.
So it's the same with OnlyFans. It's like you can, post things and not just what do we call it? Lewds?
Lewds, yes.
Yeah, not just lewds, but like actual real like sexually graphic content and still not ever get really an audience. Like you said, $100 a month maybe.
Yeah,
like that.
and men will throw money at anything, won't they?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's that's true, but it's not as easy as you think.
Listen,
it's not
if Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter can go on OnlyFans and end up making money
She did
on
that?
Yeah, she sure did. The
Moaning
actress,
Myrtle.
Yeah, the actress that plays Moaning Myrtle in Harry Potter. She went on OnlyFans and made a decent amount
As
of money.
Moaning Myrtle?
Not as Moaning Myrtle.
Well, I don't. I mean, I get it if it's Luna Lovegood, but Moaning Myrtle, I'm not into that.
Hey, she had to make some money. This Shannon Elizabeth, by the way, over $500,000 came from direct messages to subscribers. So people were
that's where she gets it. So
Yeah.
Tim, anybody can go look at her body in any kind of way, but like to get to talk to her and like fulfill some sort of fantasy that you had when you watched American Pie,
Yeah.
that's what she's making money on.
Thank you, honey. Thanks for the $5.
Where people from the Philippines are responding.
That's who's
It's like-
responding.
yeah.
Alex Williams says the travel advisory on I-85 near the Mall of Georgia is really messing up traffic.
Yeah, we're going to check all that in just a second, but we just found a new one, Tim, on the Jam Cam. It's 400 northbound in Sandy Springs, crashing 2 left lanes. Don't even see any police cars with this one yet, so it's definitely a new crash that Rob spotted, and we see it now. Those brake lights are quickly going to fill in. Back to I-285 as delays get worse. Always consider using Highway 9 as an alternate. And what's the word on that crash on 85 in Gwinnett, Isabella Rodriguez?
We actually have progress in Gwinnett County. That crash on 85 past Gravel Springs Road has cleared. The delays are improving as the traffic recovers. We're still seeing some slowdowns on 85 northbound out from 285 through Norcross. This report is sponsored by your Atlanta Braves. Get ready for May and the A as the Cubs, Red Sox, and Nationals all come to Truist Park. Visit Braves.com/May and the A to see the great deals. Atlanta Braves baseball. We are Braves country. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
We've all been there.
Bumper to bumper all the way back before.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Crash knocks out 4 left lanes, including the express lane.
There is one thing you can count on. Triple Team Traffic on WSB.
3 right lanes shut down.
We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
Avoid the area by taking Buford Highway as an alternate route.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
During our Latin Flavors event, Kroger brand 80% lean ground beef in 3-pound rolls are only $5.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Come on, Reliable Ruby. Just one more trip.
Is that our car? Or is someone making popcorn under the hood?
Yeah, Ruby isn't so reliable anymore.
Let's donate her to Tommy Nobis Center and help empower people with disabilities through job training and employment.
Reliable Ruby can make a difference.
Exactly. It's easy, tax deductible, and towing is free.
Turn your old vehicle into new opportunities. Call 866-NOBIS-AUTO or visit TommyNobisCenter.org.
Hear that, Ruby? You're retiring a hero.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots. Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Our listeners are so generous. Thousands of you have donated to Cars for Kids. Thank you. This is the very best way to get rid of that old vehicle, and you'll be helping kids too. Free and stress-free removal of your vehicle anywhere in Atlanta. No hassles, no paperwork, no lowball offers. Plus, you'll get a tax receipt for your charitable donation and a vacation voucher. Go to carsforkids.org today. That's cars with a K. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
You know that Charles III is the greatest king. I love him. He's the greatest king. We talked about things. We talked about being a king, and I've agreed to get rid of the tariffs on the bourbon from Scotland, or
the whiskey.
The whiskey from Scotland. You know, a very non-specific thing, but no more tariffs for the Scottish people, right? Because, God, he's a great king. I can't think of a better king.
They're worried about that. I guess that Irish, the Jameson too. I'm sure that probably is impacted as well.
I'm not too concerned about it. Just right now, I care about the king. The king. Go back to your wonderful, great country that I love so very much.
We have time for another story or two before we take off.
Yeah, we do. This one pulls at my heartstrings here.
Oh, no. Don't cry on the show.
Smokey Bones is quietly going up in smoke. So no
quietly and not loudly.
Yeah, it's apparently the barbecue chain has abruptly shut down all of their locations. So R.I.P. to Smokey Bones.
I always found them to be kind of overpriced.
Yeah, they were
pretty generic.
Yeah.
But I remember there was one in Peachtree City. I don't know if it's still open. I guess it wouldn't be open anymore, but I don't know if it was still open recently or not. But I used to have some good family memories down there, that one. We would have some good family dinners.
That's where you lost your
Smoky.
virginity?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the back, by the
Yeah.
dumpster.
Treasured family memory.
Yeah,
that brisket.
Well, the family didn't do it, but he met a girl,
Old
waitress.
Smokey was back there.
Old Smokey. Come on back here, kid. I want to show you what we do with the leftovers.
Oh, that brisket was good.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Fatty brisket. Some of the best fatty brisket available. God, they used to live down the street from one. When I lived in Vinings, there was one. And the first time I ever tried it, I thought, man, this is expensive.
I feel like barbecue and chain don't really go together.
Correct.
I kind of agree. You want the guy on the side of the road who has a
Exactly.
smoker and a red
You
pickup
want like
truck.
a shack.
Yeah.
You know?
I love the people that pull up on Edgewood or pull up to like any sporting event that have like the big roaster that comes out there.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know it's going to be good. I line up for those.
There are a couple of chains that are pretty decent. There's one that just opened up in Tucker. I'm not going to say who they are, but I was excited that they came there, and I ordered pickup. I ordered takeout. I went there to pick it up, and it was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, everything was dry. I ordered the fatty brisket, which I always do because the fat's good for you, and it was dry and cold, and the French fries were obviously from the Cisco line of French fries, so they were awful as well. And so I said, we're not going to do that again. But I do like Fox Brothers. I think their barbecue's pretty good.
Yeah, Fox is good.
So, but you got to find the either the standalone place or, like we said, the little shack along the side of the road.
See, for me,
go ahead.
Sorry,
I was disappointed the last time I went to Fat Matt's.
You were?
Yeah, because guess who was cooking back there? It was a bunch of some like Georgia Tech students.
So?
Oh.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
They don't have the soul in them.
Yeah.
How
okay, I see
dare
what
you.
you're saying.
You say that the Georgia Tech students don't have a little soul in them?
Nope.
What the heck?
That's exactly
Autumn?
what I'm saying.
What the heck, Autumn? That's not fair.
I was like, this isn't right.
You know what? For me, the Smoky Bones memory brings back and think about Tina and I ate last night at Chili's, for example, because the fast we ate at Chili's. I'm noticing kind of a resurgence of these fast casuals, the Applebee's, the Chili's, and all of these places. There were so many kids in there, teenagers.
I can't go with you on Chili's, dog.
There were so many kids there, and I think it's because it's affordable. It's actually kind of found a place where people can actually go and get a decent meal, and it doesn't cost so much money to be able to do it. And I think that they have found their space finally, and I'm happy for them.
Let's support smaller businesses.
Agreed.
Yeah, Chili's.
Just little startups like Chili's and Applebee's.
I'll give you the reason why I don't like going to Chili's more than anything. It's nothing to do with their food, but it was that obnoxious commercial. I've never liked it, and I made a decision. Never go in there.
Which commercial?
I want my baby back.
I knew it.
Oh.
Drove me nuts. Although I used to get out of the shower to turn off the, I remember. Okay, anyway, we have to go. The music's telling us to get out of here. Follow me on socials. Just go to Instagram, @Timstagram here. I don't care about any of the others.
All right, I am @Jared Yamamoto in all the social places.
George?
Find me at Auto... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Autumn.
Sorry. Autopritz.com.
George Viewer.
George Viewer. And that's everywhere?
Yeah.
Nah, pretty much. He has some
he's-
secret accounts to troll people with. Shelley Winter is up next. He has a great show for you. Eric, hopefully, will be back tomorrow. Have a good night. Don't piss off the genie and all that.
6:56 in the Trustdale.com traffic center. Sandy Springs drivers are still watching a crash on Georgia 400 northbound. That's at Abernathy Road, blocking 2 left lanes with delays extending back into I-20. Traffic report brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com.